the internet. Welcome to the Gallant Horde. We are playing Belashyrra's Beholder Crown today. I might be saying that wrong. I don't care. Deal with it. That's what it's called in this world of mine that I've been. So, couple of things before we start. We are going to do an in-game giveaway, which is a thing we've been doing for a couple of weeks now, where we pick an item and the audience enters a giveaway to win said item. And if you win the item, you can gift it to any of the characters in the Gallant Horde. Or if you are a player, keep it for yourself, whichever you prefer. So today's item is a Corpse Slayer weapon. I'm leaving it open so that you can make it whichever weapon is going to best suit your character. But yeah, so we are going to start that up. All you have to do is type !corpse in the chat and you'll be in to win that. We will draw that just before the break. And you can either gift it to one of the characters or keep it for your own character. It's entirely up to you. So that's what we're doing there. Go back here. Okay. The other thing is you will see below me on Twitch there is a lovely sword with a subscriber goal on it. We would love to be able to do all sorts of cool stuff with this, and to do that, as always, you need cash. So, if you're enjoying the Gallant Horde and would be interested in subbing to us, you should turn the music down. There we go. You should subscribe. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you get one free Twitch subscription every month, which you should definitely use on us because we're awesome. Yeah, it would be super cool to hit 20 subs by the end of June. That would make us very, very happy. Make us happy. Also, if you are a subscriber, you get access to all the Gallant Horde channels in our Discord. Which is pretty cool because there's actually quite a lot of stuff that goes on in those channels. There's a lot of role-playing, there's a lot of behind-the-scenes downtime action that goes on. You're missing out on a whole wealth of character stuff that's happening back in that space. So if you are a subscriber, you can join our Discord and actually be privy to all of that stuff. So it's awesome. Do the thing. Okay, let's play some D&D. I'm going to get you all to introduce yourselves and your characters. We have a new player this week, which is very exciting. So welcome, Alex.
Thank you.
And I'm very much looking forward to seeing what your character does. So we'll start at the top. Jeremy.
Hello, I'm Jeremy, and I play Jobin, the Halfling rogue trickster.
Hey, I am Jamie, and I play Hela Retasfugyu, the wild magic dragonborn sorcerer.
Nice.
I'm Kit, and I play Morwen Starshine. I'm a Eladrin silver dragonborn sorcerer. That's silver dragonborn ancestry.
Yeah. I was like,
just the scales, not the tail. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Krisi, and I play Naia. I'm a Firbolg Twilight Cleric.
Megan.
Oh, sorry. Yep. I thought it was Alex. I thought we were kind of going down, and I thought Alex was going to be before me, so... I'm Megan. I play Eclipsis, who is a Drow Warlock Paladin, and she really likes to hit things and is kind of the tank.
She is the tank, there's no kind of.
Yeah.
I am Alex, and I am playing Harper Teoth, who is a human abjuration wizard.
Another wizard for the wizard team. Team wizard. Alright, excellent. With that, I think we will change the music to something a bit more appropriate. And play some D&D. Come on. No, it's going to be about... There we go. Alright, so... You are, once again, those of you who've done this before, find yourselves in the Lady's Throne Room. Harper, this is your first time here. It is magnificent. She is tall and beautiful, and she wears this gorgeous robe that is, this time it's like a a sort of really healthy grass green. And she's sitting there on her throne, and she says, welcome, adventurers. I believe today you are going to be going and fetching me a beholder crown. Does anyone have any questions about this before we move on?
Is it dangerous to touch it? Should we cover our hands, or is it okay to touch?
You should be okay to touch it, probably. Just maybe don't try to
Probably.
try it on. Well,
Okay.
I don't know everything about it, you see. That's part of why I wanted to learn about it.
Understandable.
So, I mean, better safe than sorry, right? But you're going to have it with you in order to come back with it, so figure that out.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have mage hand and things, you know.
Do we know what it looks like?
Kind of. I have a description, but I've never seen it. It has eyes and like tentacles with it. I mean, you know what a beholder looks like, right? And she like makes an image of a beholder, and she's like,
yeah,
it looks like a crown that has the similar characteristics, the eyes on stalks, that kind of thing. But I don't know exactly. I've never seen it. I've only read descriptions. And she kind of creates a sort of image of it, like she's like, it's probably something like this, but you're not sure how accurate it is.
Do we have any clue to where it is?
Do you have any clue to where it is? Well,
yeah, is it in a cave? Is it in a chest?
The last anyone heard of it, it was in the possession of one Maximus Holland-Bell. He was a human explorer who went off into the grasslands of Limukrin, which are full of strange and wondrous beasts. But he never returned, so presumably it's there somewhere.
Okay.
Eclipsis, you
So we don't have to fight a beholder to get the crown, right?
I don't believe so.
Cool.
So it's
Unless
a crown
one's
that
found it and is protecting it, but I don't know where it is. I just know where it last was.
Sounds good.
Yes. Jobin.
Oh, I was going to say it's not a crown that's on a beholder. It's a
That's what I thought.
It's beholder-ish.
No, it's a beholderish crown.
Okay.
It's basically like if someone chopped all the eye stalks off a beholder and made a flower crown out of it.
Something like that. Yes, that's a grotesque description, but yes, more or less. Now, before you go, and she pulls out a package, and it's wrapped in brown paper like brown paper with string, like your classic package. She goes, Eclipsis, this arrived for you, which shouldn't be possible, but nevertheless, it's addressed to you, so here you go. And she hands you this package, and it literally just says, like written on the brown paper, it says, to Eclipsis, this should help, and then a dash and the letter M.
Cool.
And she looks a bit like this shouldn't happen and a bit put out by it, but she gives it to you anyway.
She excitedly tears through the paper like a little kid on Christmas.
All right, inside this package, there is a very brightly colored parasol. And there's a little note that says, I believe, in the same handwriting as the handwriting on the package, it says, I believe you have some trouble with sunlight. And then again, dash M.
Cool. She just looks at it and is like, okay, I can work this in.
Make a perception check, Eclipsis.
Ooh, okay. That's not great. That's an 8.
An 8. It's very pretty and bright.
Okay.
The lady's sort of frowning at it, and she's like, that's very thoughtful of someone.
Can I, just without touching it, can I look at it to see if there's anything off about it?
Sure, make a perception check.
I'll guide you.
I love how suspicious you guys are.
Cool. So that is a 22.
There's nothing off about it. You do notice that the end, so the like end of the parasol where the top goes, there's like a spike that would be a weapon if you stabbed someone with it. Which
It makes more
tracks,
sense.
Really.
It fits, yes.
For
Alright.
mechanics, Eclipsis, this is a parasol of sun protection, which I just made up this morning.
Sweet.
And is in D&D Beyond, and it basically negates the disadvantages of being a drow, as long as you have it up most of the time. But if you take it down to fight or something, then the effects kind of linger. So you have a bit
Okay.
of sort of like a margin
A window.
of time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we could like slot it into the back of her armor.
It also does 1d6 plus your proficiency piercing damage if you stab someone with it.
Wait. That is definitely going to happen at some point.
Yeah, because I was like, this is a thing. So,
Yeah.
but there's nothing suspicious about it that you can see, Hela. It just seems like someone, somewhere, thought that Eclipsis might need some help with the sun.
How thoughtful.
Like the Hunger Games. Little umbrella comes down.
Yeah.
You have a patron.
Sorry, I missed that. What was that?
I was like, it's like the Hunger Games. A little umbrella or a little parachute comes down. She has a patron.
All right. Well, if that's all, are you ready to go?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
I think so, yeah.
Excellent. She claps her hands, and you all feel that familiar teleportation tug, and you find yourselves on a road in kind of a grassland, but the grass is more like sugarcane. How many of you have actually been around sugarcane? Because I say that like it's obvious, but I grew up on sugarcane farms. It's really tall, is the thing.
Yeah.
So, like, you're on a road and there's this really tall grass on either side of you that's taller than you are.
I
and the
mean,
road
Harper is
stretches
4
in
foot
both
11, so
directions.
it's not hard.
What's that?
Harper is 4 foot 11. It's not hard to be taller than them. So
Is it taller than me?
Yes,
Mm.
it's tall.
Wow. I'm 7'4", so
Sugarcane's tall, you guys.
Okay.
Hey.
All right.
So we're
I'm
in the
enjoying
middle of
feeling
this.
small for a minute.
You what, sorry?
Go ahead, Kit. Morwen.
Oh, I was saying. So we're in the middle of this grass. We can't see like a path or.
You're on a path.
Any-
So there's
Oh, we
like a
are.
path
Okay.
going forwards, like in either direction, but then this
Okay.
tall grass on either. It's not actually sugarcane, but it's because then I would have to do damage when you go into it. It's really tall grass.
Cool.
as
I'm
soon
g-
as
I'm gonna-
we like arrive, Harper is gonna cast Mage Armor on themselves.
Smart.
I'm going to cast
Oh,
Fly
and
and,
I'm going-
just take up a little bit and look around.
I figured you probably would do that.
As you go, I'm gonna cast Aid on Hela, Harper, and Morwen at level 4, so you guys get 15 hit points.
Awesome. Thank
that-
you.
Kill.
They're temporary, but you can heal up extra 15.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Like, not everyone grew up on farms. Not everyone grew up on farms in the tropics. Anyway,
City girl.
That is a 14 for perception.
okay, so you float up, and this grass seems to go for miles. And there is this road that's kind of moving in either direction, kind of winding through it. Like, someone's made a path here, but you can't see anyone else on it. It's just a path through the grass. Sometimes it gets narrow, sometimes it gets wider. Like, it's not super consistent, but yeah.
Okay. Is there any distinguishable landmarks or anything around?
Not really. Not with that roll.
Alright, I land down and go, nothing of particular importance, just a very long path. Guess we need to start moving.
We flip a coin and see which direction we go.
That's actually a good point. Is anyone good at tracking?
How would we know that?
Ability.
Survival would
Survival.
Would that be
usually be.
survival?
But you also need to
I
tell
have
me
plus
what it is
5.
you're tracking. Or what you're looking for.
Yeah, I
pretty
mean, are
good.
there any other tracks other than like our own footprints around?
Okay.
Make,
Who's looking for other tracks?
I'm good with that.
Harper's looking as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll a survival check if you're looking.
And I'll guide
Oh.
Jobin.
Well,
Are
you're
you-
survival.
who's doing
Not
it?
investigating or surviving.
Survival,
Yeah.
survival, because it's tracks. Unless you're looking
You
for
should-
something else.
Yeah.
I mean, Naya should do
I'll
it.
guide
then.
Harper.
Naya should do
Yeah,
it.
Naia
Okay.
can do it.
Naya, you do
I'll
it.
guide myself.
Yeah, I mean, we'll help you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it.
Harper's helping, so you
An
get
18.
advantage.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I got a 26.
Okay. There are various tracks kind of crossing the path, like they're moving out of the grass and into the grass. Nothing that looks human or humanoid. It's all animal tracks. They are quite large. Like
Mhm.
they've been made by fairly large animals, which is not that surprising given how large the grass is.
We have entered the land of the megafauna.
How flammable does this grass look?
We were going there.
I mean, it's grass, so
Not even
Yeah.
10 minutes in and we started
lush.
bushfire.
Like it's green. It's not dry
Yeah,
grass.
it's not dry.
So it's fairly.
Okay. Good.
Does anybody have like find the path or anything like that that would help us figure out which way to go? Are we just gonna pick one and go
Yeah.
for it?
I have locate object.
We've seen, we've
Locate
heard a
object is
description.
Yeah, but it's.
So you need,
it's
you
a
need to know the
relatively
object.
Short distance as well, isn't it?
Oh,
It's 1,000 feet, so I figure
Oh,
it's probably
yeah.
too soon.
Which I found
remember
out
we
the
did
other
that
day
underwater.
when I actually looked it up. Is really not that far. It's only
No,
like
it's
300
No.
meters.
Yeah, it's like 330, 340 meters. It's not actually that far.
Sorry,
No.
I was like, whoa, that's not very far at all. Anyway, carry on.
Harper is going to snap their fingers and summon their familiar,
Okay.
little owl, and send
No.
familiar up to have a look around and see
Okay.
if
Make a.
See
What are
anything
you looking?
further out.
Just trying to see something that would indicate which
Yeah.
direction to go in. All right, make
Pretty
a
much.
perception check as owl. Does your owl have a
Harper,
name?
what is your owl's name?
my owl's name is Evie.
Evie?
Evie.
Evie?
Is,
Is it
is
spelled like
Evie
a
a
Pokemon?
hawk?
Evie is barn owl,
Oh.
and it is not spelled like the Pokemon.
But rude.
Alright, that is a natural 20
Okay.
Yes.
for a total of
Ooh.
23. So.
So, your owl goes for a bit of a fly, and it can see that in one of the directions the road seems to open out. It's quite a long way. It's probably like a K or two, maybe. It kind of opens out, and there seems to be the wreck of some kind of something on the ground between
Well-
the grass. There's like a big kind of. It looks like it fell out of the sky.
Yeah.
And like left a mark through the grass. It's not on the road, but it's just kind of adjacent to the road. It kind of falls across the road, and then there's
Well, there's a wreckage in that direction, so that's as good as place as any to start.
Something.
Let's begin.
Sounds good.
And I've cast Mage Armor on myself during this time.
again smart. Okay, so you're gonna go strolling along the road. What order are you strolling in?
I want to be in the
That's
middle
what this one-
somewhere.
Let's
So
do
I
that.
want
Squishy.
to be right behind Eclipsis.
Fishy.
I'll be at the very back, keeping an eye out.
So
Who wants to
I'll kind of
lead?
go
Oh,
middle
pretty small.
so that I'm close enough to both the back and forward if something comes up behind us or in front of us.
Actually, how does fly last for? About 10
Alright,
minutes.
sorry, I got distracted because my map was. Who's in front?
Nobody wants to go in front?
No one's in front?
I don't mind
can
going.
go
front.
near the front. I got excited when Harper made their owl Evie, and so I pulled out my bag of tricks and I got a giant badger. So I can pretend I have a familiar too.
Or was it Tim?
Giant
Are you gonna
badger.
be there when you do that?
I can't see anything on the map.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You should all have. Hang on.
Oh, there we go.
You know what? It'll be because
Oh,
yours
crap.
were. I didn't have yours set because I had Saradin in there still.
There we go. Now I can see it.
Can everyone see the map now?
Mhm.
Okay.
So is forward down or up?
Forward is down.
Okay, so I'll kind of hang out with Jobin, and you're the front
Okay.
with my badger.
You guys can put yourself in whatever order suits you.
Yeah.
You should be.
So
I can
I'll
see it.
stay behind.
Harper is like
Yeah.
right behind Eclipsis.
Okay.
I'll move up here if you want to come with Hela.
Are you just moseying along the road?
We're
Yeah.
keeping an eye out.
And
I'll
I think,
buy
I
it.
think we're probably
Down.
trying to be quiet as well.
Yeah.
And
Alright.
keep
We
an eye
don't
on-
hear like
Go ahead, what were you gonna say?
crazy like I don't know death animals in the distance or anything.
Big animal noises to go with these big animal
Did you
footprints.
say death animal noises?
Yeah,
Animals that could kill us
I'm
if they
not
stepped
sure
on
what it
us.
would be.
Make
Yeah.
a perception check if you are listening for death animal noises.
Absolutely.
No, I'll guide myself.
That's amazing.
That wasn't very good.
And a non-natural 20.
10.
Anyone else?
Oh, let me
Okay.
check. Got it
Um,
said.
I'm going to say
Oh.
that I'm flying just above the grass and keeping an eye out behind us
Okay.
as well, just to make sure that
That
nothing
makes
sneaks up on us. Which is a 15.
Okay.
I got a
Yeah.
20.
No, go ahead. A 20.
I got a 22.
Okay. Okay. So Naia and
This-
Jobin, you start to hear the sound of something moving in the grass. Hela, you can sort of see that there's movement happening. Like, that isn't just wind. It's the movement of something fairly large. Several something fairly large moving through the grass. Jobin, you hear a sound that sounds like a very low, creepy, almost laughing noise.
Hmm.
Like hyena laugh or like creepy person laugh?
A lot like a hyena laugh, in fact.
Hmm.
All right.
Any
And
of you
off
doing
to
anything?
the
Both sides.
both sides.
Oh, great.
Guys.
They're pack hunters.
Yeah.
They
I'm
kill
gonna
box and us.
point out the directions in which I saw movement.
It's
Going.
all, like you're basically these things are coming at you from all around like this and closing in.
We're
Are you doing anything?
surrounded.
Can I hide?
Harper
Alright.
is
Get
just
ready to fight.
readying to fight.
Can I,
Yeah.
can I hide or stealth or something?
You can. I mean, there's loads of grass. You can attempt to hide in the grass, but these are. Make an intelligence check or a nature check. Either of those will do.
That is a 10.
A 10. Sure, you can try and
Yes.
hide in the grass.
Oh,
I'm gonna summon. They sound very close.
They're getting closer, so if you're gonna do something, do it fast.
can I make a nature check to see whether or not Hela knows that setting fire to this giant plane of grass is going to set fire to everything?
Hela's not very nature oriented, is she?
No, she is
Sure.
not.
Jax,
Make a nature check.
Jax.
Yes.
So for the rogue, I have a new thing, the reliable talent, and it says if I roll less than a 9, it's automatically
yes.
at 10.
Yes.
So then, but do I add my? Is it just a 10 total,
Yes.
or do I add
No,
my
it's
thing to it?
it's 10 on the die.
Yeah,
10.
10 your roll,
Yeah.
and then you add your bonuses.
So then you can still add whatever it is you usually
Oh,
add to the
so it
number.
would have been a 14 if that means anything. So.
Okay. You know not a great deal about animals, but you know enough to know that something like this is probably more dependent on smell than sight.
So I
So
rolled
you
a
can-
21 on the nature.
Okay. Well, Hela's pretty smart. You floated up there, you saw that the grass goes a long way in many directions, and that probably setting fire to it would create a massive inferno that would be dangerous for you and your companions.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're
Says the
saying
girl
is
who
that we
grew
set
up
everything on
around
fire when we leave.
Sugarcane fires.
It'll
I
smell
can
really
describe
good, but
this in
Yeah.
detail to you if you want, including the animals running out of it.
it's tempting. But
I understand
okay,
the temptation.
Hela is going to
As-
refrain from casting Wall of Fire.
Hela is, I mean, she's smart at the end of the day. She may be not, you know. But... All right.
Yeah.
At
I was
this
gonna
point-
summon my.
Go ahead.
Can I cast Spirit Guardians just if I feel like we're gonna get surrounded?
Yep.
So I have a 15-foot radius of tiny unicorns.
Yep, you should be able to make an aura around yourself that will show up. For me,
And
anyway.
can I
for the
cast
audience.
Shadowblade?
Mhm.
I'll cast my Shadowblade.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, so you guys watch as one large. Hang on. They are big. They're bigger than normal hyenas. I don't know if any of you would know what normal hyenas
Oh
are.
my!
They are bigger. One comes up behind you here, and one shows up here in front.
Ooh.
And we're gonna roll some initiative at this point,
Okay.
I think.
Cool.
Because I can't send you to the grasslands and not make you fight something that's essentially an African animal. I like how that rolled right out of what the camera can see. Yes. Okay. Let me find my hyenas. Okay. Alrighty, so. Anyone over 20?
I have 20.
Cool. Anyone over 15?
That was a natural 20, if that means anything. So,
You go first.
well,
That's
16.
like the, what, fourth natural 20 you've rolled on initiative in the last two games?
yeah, I either
Something like
roll
that.
natural 20 or like super low.
Yeah.
No
Sorry.
in between.
Jobin.
16.
19.
Okay, so Hela, then Jobin. Over 10?
12.
I got
You got?
10.
Okay.
10.
Morwen?
8.
Alrighty. So, Eclipsis. You're in the middle of your group of friends, and there are two giant hyenas, one behind and one in front. One in front.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Let's see. The squishies are really in the middle, so I'm gonna go ahead and go for the back one.
Okay.
Go for it. And go for this guy here.
Mhm.
And I'm going to take 2 strikes with my crossbrand short sword
Okay. Oh, I forgot you had.
while still keeping my parasol up because I could do that. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's a natural 18 plus 9, so that's 27 to hit.
That hits.
And then the second, I'll just roll a second attack, and that is a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so. So for the first one, it is 10 points of piercing damage and 4 points of cold.
Okay.
And then the second is 6 points of piercing, 2 points of cold.
So 8 in total.
Yes.
All right.
And that is, I think, it for me because I don't have any bonus. Oh, I can bonus action cast a spell. That's right. I can do that.
You can do that.
I'm going to cast Toll the Dead at the one I'm fighting. So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That dice is... By the way, Adam is building me a dice jail.
Nice.
That's a whopping... oh, wow. 8.
That does not succeed.
Surprise.
And I know. And I know he doesn't have all his hit points, so I get the extra damage.
Yep.
So that is 11 points of necrotic damage.
Ow. Okay. Cool. That's Eclipsis.
Yep.
Hela.
Yes. All right. So, Hela is going to shoot off just a simple level 1 Chaos Bolt.
Okay. Who are you shooting it at?
Oh, the one that's closest to me.
The same one? Okay.
So that is a What? Oh, damn it. Okay. Yes, that's a 20 to hit.
That hits.
I'd hope so.
Yeah, big furry monsters. They're not hard to hit.
2d8. So. Oh, alright. Okay, so I'm gonna make this do thunder damage for the showy effect. Alright, so that is 19 points of thunder damage. Slams into it.
That hyena dies amidst a horrible noise around its ears. Bye-bye, hyena. You were a good dog. Not quite doggy. Anyway.
Nice.
What else
Alright,
have you got?
and then she's got to turn around and shoot off a firebolt at the other one.
A firebolt.
Yes, not quite as good. That is a... Oh, not bad. 18.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Cool. And so that is 3d10. Those two. Cool. So that is 14 points of fire damage.
Very good. Okay. That's you?
That is the end of my turn. Yes.
Jobin.
So I'm going to attack this one to the south of me.
Uh-huh.
And I'd like to use my bonus action to use the steady aim.
Okay.
So that is, it's not very helpful. So I rolled a 7 and a 1 for my event. Yeah, so can I only reroll?
We
I'm going
lost
to
Kit.
reroll my 1. Oh,
Sorry, no, it's okay, carry on. We'll just carry on
I'm
and
gonna
she'll come back.
I get to reroll 1s, right?
Yes, you
so
do.
that's
Halfling.
that's not any better. So still 7. 7 plus the 16 to hit.
16 does hit.
Oh, okay.
Big, furry creatures.
And so I was throwing my shadow blade at it.
Yeah. Adam, if you're watching, can you join the call so that our cameras come right, please, until Kit reappears? Thank you.
34 points of damage.
34 points of damage. That hyena also dies. Bye! If they'd gone earlier in the initiative roll, this would have been a really interesting fight. I'm just saying. Jobin, do you have anything else?
No, I have to stay still because of the steady aim and not use my bonus action and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Harper.
Harper is just kind of being very wary of everything going around, and is just gonna kind of wait and see if something comes out and hold a Ray of Frost.
Okay. Cool. Naia.
I'll hold a sacred flame.
I assume you're waiting until something comes out of the grass. Yeah.
Oh yes, please.
Okay. Morwen's disappeared, so we'll give her her turn when she reappears. In the meantime, I'm going to attack you with some hyenas.
Yeah, she put into the chat that she's having internet issues.
Okay. So, we have two more. This one's going to come out here. This one's going to come out here.
Ooh.
Like there.
Come into my aura.
So, yes, so one of them will go into your aura. Is it the start of their turn? Or when they enter it?
It's when they enter when they enter for the first time or start a turn there.
Alright, so what happens to him?
A wisdom saving throw of 17.
That's 15. So he fails.
It's 3d8 radiant damage. $15 points of radiant damage
Okay.
from Tiny Unicorn.
Harper and Naia, you were both holding action, so those can also go off once you see a hyena come out of the grass.
Yeah, Harper's gonna go for the one that like literally appeared right in front of them.
That makes sense.
That is a 19 to hit
That hits.
for 3 whole points of cold damage,
Nice.
and their speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn,
Cool. Naia,
if it matters.
hey, you're back.
Yay!
And so
Okay.
do
So,
you want me to do my sacred
Naia.
flame?
Naia, yes, your sacred flame, because you were holding that.
Okay, so it's a dexterity saving throw of 17.
15. Again.
Okay. Uh, 12 points of radiant damage
Okay.
to the guy next to me.
Yeah, I assumed. Alright. Morwen, at the start of
Hello.
the turn you couldn't see anything,
Yes.
so I'm assuming you would also have held something.
Oh yeah, I was gonna have a ray of frost.
Okay, so that ray of frost can go off once they come out of the grass. So if you want to
Okay.
pick a hyena
Okay.
and shoot it.
Maybe the one in my face? I don't know.
I mean, that makes sense. This poor
Okay,
thing comes out of
so-
the grass to like attack you guys and just gets hit by tiny unicorns, rays of frost, flame.
Okay. 12?
12 does hit.
Okay. 2d8 plus because I'm a silver dragon ancestry, I get extra cold damage when I use cold things. Okay, so 9 plus 3, 12 damage also.
Okay. Well, that was a bad time for that hyena. He's
Shouldn't be in
going
my face.
He's going to attack, I guess, the person who just hurt him the most, which would be Naia, I believe. So, yeah, he's gonna bite you.
Okay.
Twice. Because
Okay.
do they have... Oh, they don't have pack tactics? They should have pack tactics. D&D Beyond, they should have pack tactics. That is a 21 to hit
That hits.
on one of them. The other one was useless. Alright, so... That is 9 plus 3 is 12 points of piercing damage from him biting you. And then the other guy is going to bite Eclipsis, I guess, because she seems like the biggest threat. And Hela's flying, right? I assume Hela's still flying. Yeah. So that
Probably not
is
for much longer.
23 to hit Eclipsis.
That will hit.
And the other one is not, because that was a 8 plus 5, 12 doesn't hit you, I assume.
Nope.
So that is 8 plus 3 is 11 points of piercing damage to you.
Got it.
And then the other two.
The other two.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
They don't
So
have a lot of
comparatively,
hit
how
points.
much taller are they than us?
They're technically large creatures. So they're probably
Okay.
about as tall as you.
Yeah. Okay.
This one.
I'm enjoying feeling small.
Actually, it makes more sense for this one to come out here. Sorry, Jobin. So the other one's going to attack
Oh.
Eclipsis again because
What did I
she's
say?
there. That's a natural 20.
Mm.
oh no.
Just moving my dice tray so I can prove it. And on the other one was a 18.
18 doesn't hit, but on
20
the natural 20, I'm actually going to shield
Okay.
as a reaction,
Okay.
and that makes my armor class a 24.
They have plus 5.
Darn.
Sorry.
That's so good.
Yep. Okay, so that means 12 plus 3 is 15 plus 6 is 21 points of piercing damage. And then the other one is going to bite Jobin.
Alright.
Oh, maybe it's not going to bite Jobin. That's an 8 and a 14.
What's that? 16.
So it does not bite Jobin. And that's them. So, that brings us back to the
Did
top.
one of them?
Oh yes, the
One
other
of them
would
went
have-
into my spirit
yes,
guardian.
correct. So you can do that there. So that's a...
So it'd be a wisdom save of 17.
Nah, once again, 15.
In most circumstances,
So I
that wouldn't be
rolled,
too bad.
17 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Maths. Okay. Sweet. Eclipsis, you're up.
So she's mad now. She wipes some of the blood off her face and just kind of grins at it and just goes in with the short sword again. Like one is a 21,
That'll hit.
and the other one's a natural 19. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. I didn't roll well last time, so we're not going to use you. There we go.
The whole
Okay,
time they're
so-
going.
Yeah, that probably just pisses her off more. She's just like, stop laughing. So that's 10 points of piercing and 5 points of cold for the first one.
Which one are you attacking, by the way?
Oh, right. There's two of them by me. I forgot that. I guess the one south of me.
Okay, cool. So how many damage?
So it was 10 piercing, 5 cold.
Okay, cool.
And then the second strike is 11 piercing, 4 cold.
So 15. Cool.
And then bonus action. Going to, yeah, she's gonna toll the dead again, but on the one that's to her east, I guess.
The top one.
Yeah,
That's a wisdom
and-
save?
yes.
Nope.
Okay.
7. Dice
Yeah,
chase.
nope, that doesn't. Sweet, that was really good. So that's 20 points of necrotic damage
To the top guy.
to the top guy.
Sweet. All right.
And that's me.
that brings us to Hela.
Awesome. So, Hela's just going to fly a little bit higher to make sure that she is definitely out of the reach. So she's probably going to about 15 feet now, up. And she is going to cast level, let's go 3, Chaos Bolt
Okay.
with Twinned Spell.
Okay.
Oh, geez, that is not great. Alright, I'm going to use my magical bullshit to re-roll that one. That is better.
Bullshit.
Cool, so that's a... Alright, that definitely hits because that's a 13 plus 9.
Yes.
And a 15 to hit.
Yep.
Both of them? Alright, sweet as.
So you're twinning it to those two next to you, I assume? Or you're hitting
Yeah.
both of them at one?
And then I will need...
Yep, to both those things.
It has to be the 2 separate ones with the sorcery point, so.
Okay. I don't use twin. So,
You do 2 targets
yeah.
for one spell that's normally one target.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
Alright, so that will be lightning damage,
Okay.
and it is 6 plus 6 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. 24 points of lightning damage slam into both of them.
Oof. Okay, well, this guy who Eclipsis was beating up dies. The other guy stays up.
Beautiful. So then I am going to follow that up with a firebolt into the one that's still standing.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is a 25 to hit.
Yeah, he's dead. Don't even bother. 1 hit point left. Alright,
Yes.
that's Hela.
Hela grins and is very happy with herself, but yes, that is the end of Hela's turn.
Jobin.
So the one that bit me is to the east of me, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action to bring my Shadow Blade back, and then go ahead and take a swipe at him.
Okay.
That is a 26 to hit.
Yeah. I like how you asked that like it's a question.
And so is that sneak attack damage because technically engaged with Naia as well, or not?
I mean, yes, technically because of the unicorns, so I'll say yes.
Okay.
I do remember seeing this meme in which was like, when the nat 20 doesn't hit, and the guy's like,
Yeah.
26 damage.
26 damage.
Yes.
Who's who? This one. Okay. He's up.
Okay.
For now.
I'll stay where I am.
That's you?
Yeah, I'll stay where I am. Yep.
Okay. Harper.
Harper is just gonna Ray of Frost into this one right in front of them.
Fair enough.
That is 21 to hit
Yeah.
for 13 points of cold damage.
It's dead. Bye bye.
And then for their bonus action, they're going to shoot the other one with
Fair
Ray of
enough.
Frost. That is more, 23 to hit.
Yeah.
And another 10 points of cold damage.
He's also dead.
Yay!
Oh, that's
Go
true.
team.
Yeah, guys.
That's you?
Yep.
Naia?
I guess I'll hold a sacred flame in case somebody else appears.
Morwen?
Holding a Ray of Frost in case I see somebody else try to attack.
That brings us to no one, because I'm just messing with you. Nah, that's nothing. You all wait a moment. No further hyenas appear out of the grass.
Okay.
Okay. I shouldn't take such pleasure in that, but I do. Alright. What do you want to do?
So do my spirit guardians... So can my spirit guardians just last the full 10 minutes, or
Yeah.
are they just done now?
No, they can. If it lasts
I'll
10
just
minutes,
enjoy them.
you can keep them until it runs out.
They travel with you, don't they? When
Yeah,
you move,
I
they
assume they
yeah,
surround you.
recenter.
So if you move,
Yeah.
they move. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That makes sense.
I'm
to me
gonna-
anyway.
I'm going to land and start inspecting the bodies and
Okay.
writing down notes because of the cuts that were given by the
Oh, right. Yes.
blade.
Fair enough. Make a medicine check.
All right. I have advantage on that, I believe. Yes, I do.
I'm gonna
That's
go
good.
ahead and use my lay on hands to heal myself 10 hit points.
Okay.
Do you need any more? Do you need any more backup
still at-
eclipses?
I'm at 73, so I'm still good.
Okay.
That was a 13 on the medicine check.
You get some information, but they're very furry, and it's hard to see exactly what, the blade has done to them because there's a lot of hair involved.
I mean, you could burn the fur away. Might smell pretty bad.
Or you could
though.
roll higher on your medicine.
Yeah.
I could, but that's not happening apparently.
Okay. What
Can I-
would you like to do?
I see what he's doing and do a medicine check
Sure.
just to help. Like, I could just try and do a medicine check just to help Hela.
Get some good information.
That would be I rolled a 3, so that would be a 12.
It definitely cut
So
their
not
skin,
very good.
and then they died.
Okay. That's what I say.
That's the way it should work.
Yeah.
Appreciate the assistance.
All right.
All right,
You
should
would
we,
think with a plus
should we
9
head
I
on back?
would have had a better...
Yeah, but you've still got to, you're distracted. It's distracting being attacked by
And my
giants
unicorns.
bigger than you straight out of the grass. All right, what do you want to do?
Keep tracking.
Onward.
Yeah.
I'll assume we should
Mhm.
continue.
Are you just strolling down the road?
Harper's gonna send Evie
eagerly.
up to keep an eye from the sky as we go.
Make a perception check for your owl.
And I'm going to actually have Kizip on my shoulder, keeping an eye out through the grass because I would have had to land because my fly would have run out.
Okay, same
15.
thing then. Sorry?
15.
15. Evie does not notice any more movement in the grass, and you seem to still be moving towards the wreck that you saw.
Yeah, she'll just fly above us to keep an eye out.
Cool. How'd your bat do?
That's a nat 1.
It's very sunny.
Blind as a bat.
It's very, very sunny. This is a sunny place. Despite the tall grass, it's quite blinding for your poor bat, who is not used to having to see things in such blinding light.
I'm going to also assume that there's a lot of bugs, so he's very
that's true.
distracted.
That would be distracting for him.
Yes.
You're right. Yeah.
Then he can come hang out under my parasol with me.
Aw.
All right. So you
Right.
keep moving along this pathway,
Mhm.
and eventually you come to. It's like a scar across the pathway. There's something clearly hit the ground really freaking hard, and made a big, like, dent in the ground. And you see this.
Oh.
It is
Oh.
Ooh.
Holy moly!
large airship.
Can't see again.
Which is very difficult to get on the screen nicely, but
Yeah, it's
yeah, it's a large airship. Again, shout out to Afternoon Maps because this thing is freaking
Wow.
beautiful.
that is cool.
We get a lot of our maps from them. They have a Patreon. It's like $2 a thing, and you get printable ones and virtual table ones, and they're like PDFs with little stories attached. And it's amazing. Anyway, that's my little plug about that. Because they're freaking cool. We get no kickbacks. I just love their shit. So this is what you see. What would you like to do?
X, I can't see the map again.
Oh,
Oh, it's
Sorry.
a giant airship.
it'll happen on
Yeah.
every map because like I said, I replaced you at the last minute and didn't do
Yeah.
the things. There we go. Now
There
you
we
should
go.
be able to see it.
Yeah.
I believe. You should be able to
Um,
anyway because
I
I'm
might try and
external.
cast.
I don't know. Anyway, yep.
Can I do
I might
some
try.
sort of check to figure out if I know what this is and
Yeah.
get a bit more information about it?
Is there like any kind of like
Sure.
discerning features about it that point it to a certain culture or civilization?
Sure. Make intelligence checks, both of you.
Just intelligence.
Naia, what were you gonna do?
I was gonna try and ping out a locate object just to see
Okay.
if there could be any.
And I was
Is
wondering
there-
if this is a fresh landing or if it's like there's things growing around it like it's been there for a while.
It definitely looks like it's been there for a while.
Okay.
Is this an
it-
intelligence check or a history check?
Either is fine.
Okay, because I'm better at history.
I'm good with that.
Does it look like
22.
Yeah, I got a 14.
Okay. So Harper, Hela, you would recognize it as an airship. You can see that it's some sort of airship. It's obviously fallen out of the sky. Harper, you would recognize it as being an exploratory vessel. So there would have been like an era of people who, much like on Earth, did like voyages of exploration. And this is very typical of that period of time and very typical of that particular use. But it looks smaller than you would expect. And you don't know how it flew. You assume it would have been magical of some kind, but you don't know enough to know what would have made
Smaller,
it fly.
like a smaller race of people? Like
No,
it's a gnome
no.
ship? Or smaller, like
no.
less
Just smaller
people would
than you
be in it?
expect for that kind
Uh
of
huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a small wagon instead of a big. Yeah, okay.
Kind of like it's I guess the equivalent would be like a pleasure boat as opposed to a boat that is actually functional, if you see what I mean.
Hmm.
Like probably privately owned rather than,
Okay.
Well, we do know that this person that last had the crown was an explorer,
Hmm.
you do know that.
so all signs point to this. I would probably suggest that it is hidden somewhere in a lockbox.
Naia, did you get a ping?
I don't
Naia,
know.
Can you roll a d20 for me and add... Just roll a d20 for me and tell me what you get.
4.
You don't get a ping.
I'm
just
gonna
trying
go
to-
ahead
I
and
got
cast.
nothing,
I was
guys.
trying to figure out if
Yeah.
your mental, how close your mental image is to the actual
Yeah.
item. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay,
cast
yeah.
detect magic as part of my warlock ability to just
How
do that.
how far does it go?
That's a great question.
Detect magic is 30 feet.
30 feet. Where you're standing right now, you.
Well, I would obviously get closer to
Okay.
the ship because Eclipsis doesn't care about like let's examine the ship from afar. She's just like I'm going.
Yeah.
It also has the limitations of what materials it can look through.
Yeah.
If that matters.
What materials can it look through?
So it's blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Okay. So most of this thing would be made out of wood. It's a good point, actually. Hang on.
3 feet's about a meter.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a lot of wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need
You
our
would use on a skyship.
Yeah,
legend
you try to keep it a bit
translating.
lightweight.
You do get some ping from inside, from where you are.
Let's explore.
A couple.
Do you want me to
Cool.
send
That's
Stevie
what I was
and have a
hoping.
look inside first, just in case there's nasties hanging out in there?
Nerd.
There's
Are there
another
fixed
really
buttons around
easy
it?
way.
Is it disarming
You met
to your
Eclipsis.
face?
Yeah.
Like, are there footsteps around it? Like somebody is using this as a home base, or is
Yes.
it just a random
Make
old
a
thing?
Investigation or survival.
I was going to say the same thing, so I'll have a look.
Could just bang on the side of the ship, and anything that lives in there would then come out to explore, and we could just funnel them through the opening.
That's an 18 for investigation.
31 for an investigation.
Ooh.
31.
Nice.
Oy.
Rogue man.
Yeah.
It looks pretty abandoned. It doesn't look like anyone's moving in and out of this space.
Yes.
And is there an easy way to get up? Is it like a ship, like the bottom of a boat, and there's no way to get up really easily without like damping?
So
Those are like little ladders or something.
there are no ladders or anything like that. These things here are kind of on the bottom level, so they sort of poke
Mhm.
out, and they're obviously like big crossbow,
Ballista.
things.
Mm.
Thank you. That's the word. I was like, those big crossbow things, ballistas. And that's probably 20 feet up from the ground. So you could probably get up there relatively easily. This front bit is part of the upper deck, so it's a bit higher up.
All right. Well,
If
then
you
I'll
wanna go up
just
and have a look around. I can do that.
use Misty Step to just poof up there.
Which
Harper
up there?
will follow
Yeah, I can do-
Hela and just walk up the side with the slippers of spider
Ooh.
climbing.
Okay. Cool. So you're going up by the ballistas. Is that where you're going? Or the front?
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
If the ballistas looks like the quickest way to get inside,
Yeah.
then yes. And I am going to roll Wild Magic.
Yes.
You fit in badly.
Could, but that's the fun part. So that is a 13, so give me a second.
He does wild magic different because he likes to make it actually happen.
Yeah. No, I
And I allow
played
it
in a game
because I
last
also
night
like
with
it to actually
someone who did the exact same thing. Chaos. Just chaos.
Makes
Okay,
for some interesting
so-
games. Yeah.
Would you say that the Wild Magic goes off before or after I've cast the spell?
After.
After? Okay,
Yeah.
good, because I just cast Confusion centered around myself.
Oh god.
Does that
Which is a
affect you?
10. I guess it does because it says that it affects all creatures within a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point you chose. So if I put it on myself, then I guess that's affecting me.
It just went off, yeah, then it affects you too, I would say. I would say that if
Okay.
you cast it on purpose, then you could make it not affect you, but since it just went off, it affects you.
Alright, so I need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Against yourself.
I'm my own worst enemy. Oh, that is not great. Oh, I have an advantage!
Yay for ladies' boons, huh?
Oh gosh.
Oh, that's worse.
I got a 5 and then I got a 3. So
Oh.
I'm not making that save.
You're confused.
Yeah.
So what exactly does confusion do? Is that the one that makes
At
you
this-
randomly attack people around you?
No. An affected target can't take reactions and must roll a d10 at the start of each of its turns to determine its behavior.
Okay.
So I can randomly attack a creature around me, but I can also do absolutely nothing.
Alright. So Hela Misty steps up to the thing and then just kind of goes still for 6 seconds. Is anyone doing anything during these 6 seconds?
I mean,
Harper's
Harper's climbing up.
Yeah, I wanted to climb up.
Yeah, I wanted to see if I
Well,
could just
and I-
manually.
Let me look
Like-
at confusion. Hang on. I feel like I need to actually understand how this spell works. One moment.
Yeah, I roll a d10 at the start of each of my turns
Yes,
to
but if
determine
how
what
long
to do.
does it last?
1 minute.
I think, yeah.
So Harper and Morwen coming to join you.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
I will start rolling the d10 now. All right.
Well, and I've traveled with Hela a couple times, so I might know that sometimes spells backfire.
But I don't think you've ever
So
seen this
I would
particular-
maybe miss.
Oh wow, it
Yeah, I
lasts a
think-
minute. Yeah, so if you two are going up there, you also need to make wisdom saves as you enter that 10-foot
Okay.
radius.
But wait,
Isn't
that
when it
like
goes off? Or...
yeah? That's not a continuous thing, I don't think.
It says
Is that-
duration, 1 minute.
Yeah, but that's
is
just
it like it
effects,
just
isn't it?
affects the characters when it goes
Oh,
off,
okay.
or is
I
it
see.
like
Oh, it's,
up in the air?
if we went there when it went off, do we need to? I don't know.
Well, since that's why I asked if it happens before or after, because I
Yeah, yeah.
teleported 20 feet away,
Yes.
so there would have been no one around me.
So I would have assumed that it happens after because it's a response to your magic.
Yeah.
So you're up on the thing,
Yeah.
but they're joining you up on the thing. So the question is whether that effect remains for a minute or whether it just lasts on you for a minute.
It says
But I think it's actually a concentration.
when
It's got a
you
little C.
like you must make the wisdom saving throw when you cast this spell.
Okay.
So
I see.
I'd assume
Alright.
it's only
Cool,
it happens.
that's fine. Just checking. Alright, so no, you two are good. But
Okay, good.
Hela, as these two climb onto the thing
At the
beside
end, at the
you,
end of Hela's turn, she can make a wisdom saving throw to try and shake it as well.
you're going to, at the end of her turn, so first
Yeah.
you're going to roll for the effect.
Yep.
Have you done that?
So I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8. The creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach. So, roll a d6. 1 to 3, you attack Harper. 4 to 6, you attack Morwen.
That's a 5.
You attack Morwen.
Beautiful.
It's a melee
Um,
attack, so
Yeah.
accordingly.
So Hela is not great at them, so you will be
Good.
probably very lucky. So
Roll low.
Shocking Grasp would be the best.
Almost squishy.
it says melee attack, not a spell. So
Okay.
so yeah, that is a 6 to hit. So
Woo!
You're very confused. And then you can make a wisdom save against yourself to see
Whoa!
if you recover.
Does she need a slap?
yes, okay, good. I got an 18.
Okay. So you attack forward
What-
and then you stop and
What
you're
the
like,
hell?
and you come back to yourself.
Sorry, that
Your
wild
cloak
magic.
again?
Yes, not an enjoyable part of being a caster.
That happen often because that's never happened to me.
More often than I would like.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you good?
Yes,
Hela,
I'll
are
be,
you good?
I'll be fine for now.
Okay. Let's look around.
Alright, the other 3, what are you doing?
I'm gonna attempt to manually climb up the side of the ship.
Alright, make a athletics or acrobatics. Probably
Okay.
athletics for Eclipsis.
Ooh,
I'll do the
that's
same
a
thing.
really good roll.
Okay, do the same.
That's
Acro-
23.
Yeah, easy. It's not that high. You just clamber up, no
Okay.
problem.
Acrobatics is 25.
Sweet. Naia, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna Misty Step.
All right. In that case, let's take you to the bottom of the ship. This is what I'm talking about, you guys.
Ooh.
It's so pretty. All right, so you guys have come in here. Once again, Harper has no light. Give me a second and I'll give you some. This is what you can see.
I mean, I'm a human, so I can't see in the dark anyway.
Yeah, but... Yeah, true. That's fine.
Is it dark in here?
It's dim. There is light coming in from the hole you just walked through. Because it is very sunny outside, but it is quite dim, and obviously you've come from very sunny to not, so it takes a minute, even for those of you with dark vision, to adjust.
Are these ammunition like in the barrels? Is that like gunpowder or not gunpowder, but like?
And find out.
Not open it, but maybe like investigate it.
I mean, sure. Make an investigation check.
Let me check. All right.
Are there any doors in the chamber? I assume there's a
18.
door somewhere.
Yes, there are a few, in fact. There's one here. There's one here. And there's one here. And there's one here.
Eclipsis, where did you feel the
Is your
magic coming
detect
from?
magic up still?
Yeah, my detect magic should still be up. I think it's 10 minutes. And I can just keep doing it without using a spell slot, so...
There's definitely magic coming from the door to, like, through the door to the south of you.
Okay.
Who was it? Morwen, what was your investigation?
18.
They're very well made barrels, but you can't tell what's inside them without opening them because there's no writing on it. Obviously, whoever left them here knew what was in there and didn't feel the need to label them.
Okay, but we're getting a magic ping. Not in here, somewhere else. Okay.
Jobin and Naia,
Maybe on the way out.
can you make perception checks, please?
The one.
I got a
So,
10. Oh, I can guide
8
myself though.
Perceptions. 9 total.
9. You can reroll
Yes.
once.
And I got
I did. So I got
Oh.
I got an 8, so then that's 9. Yes.
Is that a reliable
14.
talent thing for you?
Oh,
Yeah.
reliable talent. So then,
Oh,
thank you.
Mhm.
So it's 11.
Naia, what did you get?
14.
Naia, you can hear some movement coming from behind the doors north of you.
Okay. I'll softly warn my people. And is it dim enough that people who don't have dark vision will be hindered?
Probably when you move further.
Because I
into
can
the
share
ship,
my...
that will be a
Okay,
problem.
so I'll quickly... Okay, so I'm going to share my Eyes of Night. To share my 300-foot dark vision for an hour.
Cool.
With people within 10 feet of me, so I'm going to make sure I'm near Harper when I do it. Or I can maybe ask people to come close to me real quick.
Yep.
If they want to.
Well, right now we're all within 10,
Okay.
aren't we? Or no.
Not Eclipsis, but Eclipsis, I'm pretty sure has dark vision since she's.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Well, that's as you say
So
there's
I have
movement,
said that
she's
I
like,
hear something.
she's got her foot up to like kick through this door and then just slowly puts her foot down and turns around.
I think that's the door you want
Nice.
to kick in.
Mhm.
Jobin,
So I'll
check
go
the,
to-
check the
You wanna
door
do
for
the honors?
locks or traps.
You want to
Yes, I'll
investigate
do that.
which door are you investigating?
So she heard it behind
The one
this
she's
door,
next to?
correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check that one.
I'll
I can
give you a
move the
hand, considering I
side.
have good eyes too.
Oh, let's see. Is that just a dexterity check or a
Investigation.
sorry,
Yeah.
investigation?
Harper's gonna assist because they have quite good eyes too.
17. 29.
Even better now.
This door has a little inset at the top of it that you can peek through, and it also has on the bottom what looks like one of those, the flaps that you feed like prisoners through. one of those things at the bottom. Assuming that when you find the inset, you peek through it. It's kind of grimy and difficult to see through. Make a perception check.
It's 11.
You can see something large moving around inside of this room that seems much too small for it, but you can't tell what it is because of the grime on the glass. You can just see that there's something in there moving around.
Okay. Well, I'll tell Hela that there's no traps on the door, but there's a large creature behind the door.
Is it locked?
It is locked.
Can I pick it?
I'm curious. Before you do that, I'm
You
going
want
to
to
use...
pick it?
There's gotta be
I'm going to
in
use
there.
Divine Sense to see if it is a celestial fiend or undead,
Okay.
because I just have this undead kind of feeling.
All right. It's not any of those
Feeling.
things.
You would
Okay.
get a ping from
Celestial
Evie though,
fiend or
because
undead, right? Those are the things.
Celestial
you can
fiend or undead. Yeah,
tell?
you would get a
No.
ping from Evie though. She is a celestial.
No, there we go.
good to know.
The owl's not your average owl, and presumably neither's the bat.
Yeah, I would think it's probably a fae too, if it's a familiar. No, they're fae.
When you make the familiar, you can choose what you want it to be out of 3 different things. So yeah, celestial, fae, or fiend.
Yeah.
So because it comes up as a fae, if that matters.
Yeah,
So
Evie comes
you
up as a
don't get a ping
celestial.
from the bat in that
So-
case. You get a ping from the owl. You don't get a ping from the room.
Okay.
Well, that's
All right.
I'm just gonna. Can I try to detect evil and good just to see if it could be an aberration or
While that's
elemental?
happening, Harper's gonna try and look through as well and see if they can figure out what it might be.
All right, Harper,
With
make
your
a
eyes.
perception check.
Okay.
Naia, you are. What are you doing? Is there a roll?
I was gonna try to detect evil and good,
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
that's good.
that
and
just works, right? There's no roll for that.
yes,
That's
so within 30 feet of me.
The thing in this room is not any of those things, but the thing in the middle room pings as an elemental.
Oh,
that's
okay.
22 on perception.
22. You rub at the glass a bit and peek in, and you can see something very large with 3 heads, wings. It appears to have the head of a lion, the head of a. What are the other 2 things?
Nate?
I'm pretty sure
I need a picture.
I think one of them.
I'm pretty sure it's,
Dragon
Dragon?
yeah.
And
and
a-
ram.
I was gonna say a goat.
but yeah.
But
Yeah,
I was gonna say goat. That's what I was
Close.
thinking.
It could be a goat.
Harper kind of just slowly turns and looks at Eclipsis and says, "You collect heads, don't you?" There's 3 on
3
there.
for 1.
Are all 3 doors
You
locked?
got a
You
reputation.
also, Harper,
Alright.
it is doing that thing that large things do when kept in small spaces and pacing up and down like this. This is not a space designed for this creature, and it is unhappy about being there.
Do I know anything about this creature?
Make an intelligence or a history roll.
Okay.
Are all 3 doors locked?
19.
19. You've definitely heard of creatures like this. You could probably identify it as a chimera.
Well, this sounds like a specimen holding area. This is an exploratory vessel. Chances are they were bringing these creatures back for further examination.
But the question is, how long
Had
ago
they
did the ship
survived?
go down?
Yeah,
and
how
did
is
they
it still
survive?
alive? Yeah.
I'm
Mhm.
thinking whatever was in there might have died, and somebody recently has put something in there. Because there's no way these creatures, even as unique as they are, they need to feed. So unless something's been coming here and feeding it,
Mm-hmm.
Which begs the question, is that someone or something behind those other doors? And if so, do we want to deal with this first so they're not boxing us out?
Or if
Is there
they're-
anything? There is a door here too.
There is a door
All
there,
3
yes.
Do I sense anything with my detect evil and good in this room?
No.
No.
I'll unlock that.
But you can. I mean, they all have the glass thing. You're welcome to peek
Yeah,
in if you want.
I mean, yeah, Harper's gonna look through all of them and
Alright,
see
make
if they can
perception
figure out what's
checks
going on.
for each one.
Alright,
So the middle
first
one.
that is a natural 20 for a 24.
Woo.
The middle one contains a very, very large snail with what looks like things popping off its
Okay.
that are waving around.
Is it a flail snail?
It's a flail snail because I'm freaking lucky.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
I have flail snail memes saved on my computer.
I love flail snails. Anyway, I was like, yes, flail snail.
Yeah.
I've never heard
And
that
then
one.
the other one is not as good. That's a 13.
You can definitely see something is in here. It is something large. It looks more, I guess, ordinary as far as animals go. It doesn't appear, as far as you can tell, but you can't really see what it is. I guess this glass is way dirtier than the other two. But it looks like some sort of large animal of some kind.
Harper kind
None of
looks
them
back
look
at
happy to be in this space. They're all like,
Harper looks back at Naia and Eclipsis and is like, do either of you sense anything in this room? I can't make out what it is.
I got an elemental, but that was the middle room.
that was the middle one. Flail snails are elemental.
That's awesome.
This
I don't
other
pick
thing
up
that
anything in that room.
this other thing that Harper saw, is it bipedal or
No. No,
Quadruped.
it's yeah.
okay?
It definitely looks
Hmm.
like some kind of animal, but it's hard to tell what.
And the magic. So you got a magic ping from which door?
The
What's that
south
one?
door.
The big
Right.
one on the bottom of the.
Something through there
Image.
is definitely
No.
magical.
Don't think there's much reason to bring these creatures out if we're here for the crown.
Yeah, if they're locked in, that's
I mean,
We
That's
can
a
let
lot.
them
We
leave.
don't want
the
to set
very
them
existence
free.
here betrays the fact that there is most likely someone else who's
Mhm.
either feeding them or keeping them.
Very true,
We can,
but
set them, we can set them free on our way out.
or we can ignore them and just teleport back.
That too, but it wouldn't be as fun.
Tell Elena.
Well,
Can I check
I'd
this
say-
door here? Is it locked?
Sure. Make a investigation check.
22.
22. This door is locked, and it also appears to have some sort of magical, like trap of some kind across so that if it opens, the trap will go off.
Somebody needs to dispel the magic on this door.
I have dispel magic. Does anybody else?
I think I did. Let me check my spells real quick.
no, I do not. I can burn the entire thing to the ground, but
I have dispel magic.
Would you like to dispel, or
I can
would
do
you
that.
like me to dispel?
I will
I'm
cast a
okay.
spell
Go for it.
on the trap.
Yep, you feel it go off the trap, Jobin. You can see it quite clearly kind of dissipate.
Can I
It is still locked.
try to unlock? Yeah.
Yep,
Are we all ready to head forward? I will try to unlock.
go for it.
I'll stand back and prepare a firebolt for if anything's moves
24.
aggressively in there.
Ray of Frost.
What did you roll?
24.
24? Yep, you open it, no problem. Are you opening the door?
Yes.
All right, we're all ready.
Slowly.
Right behind him, so that if something goes wrong,
You open it, you can see what looks like more storage space and from where you are, yeah, just more storage space. Lots of barrels
Cool.
and crates and things of that kind.
I'll step through.
Okay. So, Jobin, you can see that on the other side there is another door down here. And there's another door here.
I'll probably walk down and stop at this door here,
Okay.
and just maybe check that to see if it is locked.
This one is not locked.
Okay. Listen.
Is Eclipsis' detect magic still going?
Yeah, it should be. If it's not, I'll just do it again.
There is something magical in those barrels just to the right of Harper.
Here,
Harper's gonna have a look at them.
please.
Before stepping through the door, I'm just going to take a quick look side to side to make sure that nothing else has come up onto that same deck while we were messing about.
Make a perception check.
19.
Nah. It's still very
Good.
quiet. Nothing. Yeah. The only thing you can move or hear moving is the creatures in the cells behind you.
Hela steps through and closes the doors behind us.
Oh, alright.
Is this the only spot that there's magic coming from? Right, these barrels right here.
How far does your detect magic go?
30 feet, but I will do a
It's right here.
pace around. I'll kind of go down and just kind of go all around the little thing there. Ooh, there's stairs there. Hey guys, I found some stairs.
Why let me do it?
Cool.
It's fine.
And my detect evil and good goes for 10 minutes as well. If there's any
Eclipsis,
baddies.
there is something extremely magical on the other side of that door.
Ooh.
Harper's
To
gonna
the
have a
south.
look at these barrels and see if they
Oh,
can
this
discern
is
the source of the magic.
weird how it changes your perspective.
It's cool, eh?
It's very cool.
Awesome.
Naia, what does your good and evil thing detect?
So within 30 feet, aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead.
There is an aberration on the other side of that door. The bottom
One?
door.
Over
Bottom,
here,
The bottom.
Oh, okay.
bottom.
Yep.
By
Harper.
the stairs here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Harper, what are you doing to look like? What are you doing with these barrels?
They're trying to discern the source of the magic and just basically looking them over and seeing if there's any indication what's inside them from the outside.
Again, the barrels themselves are unmarked.
Then they're gonna try and open one of them.
Alright. I'm gonna hold a ray of frost in case something jumps out.
Alright. They're not sealed up in any way. You open them up, and inside is a strange, glowing, viscous green fluid. That's
I have any
definitely
idea?
magical of some sort, but hard to tell. It's and like all those barrels are full of this stuff.
Taste it.
I mean, no.
Mother of all
I mean,
constitution
no.
checks, that one.
If I don't think it's particularly helpful to do now, but later I could probably try and see what it is. It'd take me about 10 minutes, so.
Does it smell like anything?
Not really, no. Doesn't really have a
Looking-
smell.
Looking around, are there any crossbows?
Not that you can just see. You want to look in like chests and things for them?
Yeah, I'll
Make
have a
an
look around.
Make an investigation check.
That's a nat one.
Harper kind of sees what Hela is doing and maybe has the same brainwave and pulls a small dagger out from their bag and just kind of dips it in.
Okay. Your dagger now has gross green stuff on it.
Probably gonna be really gross for anything it stabs.
Mm.
It's also
Alright.
now kind of glowing from the green stuff.
Interesting.
Mm.
Mhm.
Just looking. Give me a minute.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just gonna use my Fey Touch and cast Identify on the green goo?
Yeah, see, that's why you always stand to the side of the door.
Megan's like, Jax is measuring things.
Yeah.
I need all of you, I think.
I was down here. I was just looking around.
To make an intelligence save.
I'm good at those.
Not terrible, but come on.
I need
Is
different
this
dice.
against
This is
a
not-
charm
not work.
effect?
Oh boy.
It is not a charm effect, no.
Okay. Let's just, like to throw that out
Good
there.
question, but no, not in this case.
24.
24 is good.
I got a solid 6.
That's a fail.
Yeah.
What else did we get?
16. Got a 14.
16. 16 is a fail.
Ooh,
14.
14 is a fail.
14.
4.
So Harper succeeds. The rest of you.
Yes.
Oh wow, it's not even a rolled damage. It's just this is how much damage you take. You take
Oh no.
32 points of psychic damage
Oh.
I'm so glad I
Dang.
Yep.
succeeded on that.
as a blast of screaming psychic energy comes from the other side of that door and just echoes across the ship.
Sorry, that was
If
32,
they have
did you say?
32
Resistance.
points
Yeah,
of psychic damage.
Whoa.
Okay.
So if there's resistance to psychic damage, that would be 16 points.
It's halved if you're resistant. If you're
Okay.
resistant to psychic
Hmm.
damage. Correct.
How much was that extra health that I got at the start?
15.
15.
Okay, good.
Did I?
And then if I heal you, you can go
Finally.
back up again.
And you're stunned. So Harper, you just watch. You can hear it. It's like this inside your head kind of screaming noise, like nails on a chalkboard screaming noise. It's awful, and it seems to be coming inside your head, but also weirdly, it's directional. Like you have both of those sensations at once. And Harper, you manage to like just shake it off, but you watch as all your buddies there just get stunned by it and are frozen in place. Did any of you go down?
Good. No.
Does Harper have any idea what might cause that?
Make a history check.
17.
You've probably heard of things that can do that kind of psychic damage. Obviously, you're looking for a beholder's crown, so
Yeah.
there's a certain amount of
Putting two and two together.
affiliation between beholders and that kind of damage. But you wouldn't be able to go, this is definitely a X monster.
Yeah.
But you're
Harper's just gonna.
And
Harper's
I
gonna
had told the
send
group that
Evie,
there was an aberration.
it's an aberration, yeah.
So those doors, they look like they open outwards towards us or inwards?
They look like they open inwards.
Okay. Harper's just gonna send Evie basically just to sit there, like right at the base of the door, so that they know if the door's open for any reason other than us
Okay.
pushing them.
Okay.
And then it's just gonna kind of move so that they can see the door and some of the party, and just wait.
Okay. Who's the worst off right now? I would say Hela, maybe?
I took 1 actual damage.
Alright. Okay.
Because I have resistance to psychic, so
Right.
it was
Okay.
after and then.
Jobin, how many points do you still have?
I have resistance as well, so I have someone at 61 hit points.
Okay.
I have 34.
Okay. So you're all okay, right? No one's like ouchie, super ouchie from that. Alright, cool. Cool.
But we're still stunned.
Yeah, I mean, you're stunned
we
for
are
a minute,
stunned.
but it's not combat,
Yeah.
so you're fine.
Yeah, Harper's basically
Okay.
just like keeping it because they saw everyone go down, so it's just like standing there keeping an eye on
Yep.
those they can
Wait.
see. So Eclipsis and Jobin and just waiting for them to get up, basically.
Stunned for a whole minute.
When I
Correct.
Minute or a round?
That
Oh, a
is-
minute.
Freaking rough.
Woo!
when I come to, I would like to do a mass cure wounds. Just because I'm down a little bit too. So everybody within 30 feet of me gets 3d8. That's 5.
If I know she's doing that, I'm definitely
18
getting within 30
points.
feet of her.
Yeah,
Okay,
so everybody
so
would get
My
18
damage
points.
went down. Did that happen automatically?
How do you mean?
Well, I put in 32 damage, but now it only says 19
Did you have?
after she said she
Hit
was
points
casting a
from-
spell.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Did you override it or?
I didn't do anything. I just went and looked at the map, and then I went back on my character sheet. So, but
Did you try to
okay.
scroll?
Oh, is that what I did? No, I don't know. Anyway, okay.
Anyway, just make
32
sure you
is
have
the
the
damage.
Technology.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damage.
hit?
Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, I didn't click on the damage
How
part.
much healing did we get?
And how much healing?
18 points to everybody.
Yo. Okay.
And then
Alright.
for those
Like,
who had those temporary 15, you can go back up into
Yeah,
those.
that lasts 8
Okay.
hours. So.
Okay. Awesome.
All right. It is
Thank
just
you.
past 11:30, and I feel like shit might be about to go down. So maybe we will take a break
Okay.
before said shit goes
Woo.
down. And yeah, do that thing. So
Okay.
before we do that, I'm going to give away a blade. So whoever wins this can give this Corpse Slayer weapon to any character in the Gallant Horde, and you can choose what kind of Corpse Slayer weapon it is, because that makes sense to me. So here we go. We're going to close the thing. We're going to pick a winner. The winner is
Ooh.
Spunky. That would be you, Eclipsis. Eclipsis is getting a collection of blades, it seems.
Yes.
And we're going to reset that. Kids, you're giving some dice
Oh.
away today.
Yes. Let's see if I can get a good. They're like very shiny and sparkly. So the base is purple, and I've painted all this cool, pretty mirror chrome and things. So they're like purpley bluish.
Yes.
Shiny dice.
Ooh.
Oh, we've
Have
lost
a
you. Oh no, you're back.
you have a fun exclamation point for them again this week.
Yes. This time we're going to have shiny rocks.
Shiny rocks. Shiny
So,
rocks.
exclamation point, shiny rocks to be in to win one of Kit's awesome dice sets. And we will take a 10-minute break and be back very soon to see what's behind door number 3, 4, whatever door number it is.
Doors.
Yeah.
Stay with us, don't go anywhere, we'll be back soon. Hello, humans of the internet, welcome back. You will see that we have lost Kit. We're not really sure what happened. She has vanished, but hopefully she will reappear at some point. In the meantime, we'll give her dice away. Let's do that.
Ooh. Ooh.
Spunky, it's your day.
Nice.
I never win things.
Well, you're winning a lot today.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can hassle Kit for dice once she reappears.
Sounds good.
Which is pretty great. Alrighty. Yes, let's dive back in then, shall we? We'll do this so that you can all see the prettiness of the afternoon maps map. And yeah, so you have been smacked in the head by some psychic damage and stunned for a bit. And yeah, what do you want to do?
I'd like to check this door next to me just to slowly peek in there.
Okay.
Going to take a gamble and chug my potion of resistance and hope it's something helpful.
Okay. Oh, you have to roll for that, eh?
Yeah.
Alright, so if it'll let me do it, come on. Oh, it's because I'm looking at the wrong thing, maybe?
A 6. Necrotic. Yeah.
Sorry, it won't
That
let
can
me
come in
open
handy.
the door for some reason,
Yeah.
best known to itself.
We have a kid.
Maybe.
Sounds exciting.
Yay!
Yay!
It's just been one of those days. Luckily, my IT guy's home, so he's working on it.
I don't know why this won't
Okay.
do it.
Okay. Let me turn my phone down.
Sorry, I'm trying to open the door for you, but Roll20 is being a butt. I'm going to refresh it and see if that solves the problem. Please hold, caller. And then I'll let you into the room that you just looked into. So you're just opening the door and walking in.
Yes. That's my
Cool.
plan.
That's your plan.
Real
Let's
quick,
do it.
real quick. Did we pick a winner? Because I was
Megan.
off. Like Megan. Please have your name on him, sweetie. Yeah.
Alrighty, let's see if it'll let me do it now. There we go. Open the door. Boom.
Hey.
So what you see is what looks like some kind of crew dormitory, hammocks. This is clearly where a smallish crew lived at some point. It's all very dusty and disused, though.
Okay. No things for me to search, like that may have valuables or anything.
Oh, there'll be a couple of old chests, maybe. You can have a look if you want.
Yeah, I'd like to have a look.
You make an investigation check.
Do my
22.
There's not much here. It's the chests hold like maybe a couple of random personal items, but nothing of great value. No weapons. Like if there were weapons, they went with the people. Things like old cups that have fallen out, like that were left behind, or like maybe the odd piece of clothing, but nothing.
Okay.
It looks like whoever was occupying the space took most of their stuff with them when they left.
Okay. I'll relay that to the party and head down this way.
Okay.
Do we know where that
posted.
wave of damage came from?
You know the direction it came from, that door below you.
Yeah,
Alright,
Evie,
good.
Evie
Like
is still
where I
sitting in
am.
front of the door, is just like keeping guard.
I'm gonna take my potion of frost giant strength.
Okay.
Well,
What did your resistance do? Did you roll for
necrotic.
it? Necrotic.
Yes.
Okay.
Hella's extremely pissed.
So there's one door here.
Yes, that's the only one you haven't gone through yet.
Open the door.
Who is
Is it-
opening the
I'll-
door?
doing it.
I will check if it's locked.
Yeah, and then Harper will just push it open with Mage Hand if it's not locked.
Okay, Jobin, make an investigation check. You're just checking if it's locked?
Yes.
Okay.
And traps.
And traps.
Okay.
You're just checking if it's locked.
25.
25. This door has no traps on it and is not locked.
Okay. Harper, if you want to push it open, go for it.
Harper will.
So are you all where you're standing when this door opens?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I have also prepared a firebolt.
Absolutely.
Ray of Frost.
I'm just going to chuck it at whatever's on the other side of that door.
Let me open it. Oh my god, it's doing it again. Why will it not let me do it? It's so frustrating.
I'm going to cast my Twilight Sanctuary before we go in as my channel divinity. So anybody within a 30-foot radius of me, the sanctuary will end charmed or frightened, and I can grant temporary hit point when you end a turn in the sphere.
Mm.
And it makes it dim around me, Jobin. For your sword.
Oh, okay.
This is so weird.
Makes it twilight.
What is the range around you?
30-foot radius from me.
Okay.
Sorry. I cannot figure out why it won't let me move the damn door. Haha! There we go, I got it. Maybe. I'm gonna just do this. There we go. Alright. So those of you who can see inside, you can see that there is a faint pinky purplish glow coming from the ground.
Oh.
Probably Harper. You can see in the middle of the room there's like a circle of arcane runes, and inside it there's a big vat which appears to have a green glow coming out of it and something in the center of it.
Oh,
On
no.
the map, it looks like a giant brain.
Yes, but you can't see that from where you are.
Yeah. Gross.
Player knows what it is. Character has no idea what the shit
Yep.
they just stepped into.
Yeah. I mean, Harper's just gonna, for a moment, look through Evie's eyes and send Evie up to the top of the room and look down. Bird's eye
Yeah,
view.
Evie sees a giant brain in a vat of green glowing liquid, surrounded by glowing purpley pink arcane runes of some sort. I have to be honest, when I found this map, I was ecstatic.
Harper's gonna carefully approach and examine the room.
So you're going into the room?
Yes.
Alright.
Hold
Feel
a
free
hand
to move
out
yourself into the room.
before. I'm gonna hold an arm out to keep them from stepping into the room and
Okay.
point out the purple glow and say, "Yeah, you probably shouldn't just step in there. I might, you're magic-y. Take care of that."
Do we need another dispel magic?
Or at least let's throw something in the room and see if it disintegrates as it passes through the door. I mean,
The
I
owl
just
didn't.
feel
my
like
badger in. I can
I mean-
send my giant badger.
Evie has gone into the room already and looked
Yeah.
around, so.
oh,
doing
okay.
that- Yeah.
I did not. I must have missed that. Okay.
Yeah. So.
And Evie's still in existence?
Correct. Evie's still in existence.
Elle's just going to push away to the front, go out of the way,
Yeah.
have a look through.
I mean, at least from this distance, can Harper make out any of the runes, or do they have to get closer?
Make a perception check.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same.
That is a 23.
That is the same for me, a 23.
These runes are like... Oh, okay. I will say you can make them out in order to
Okay.
read them with that roll.
Yep.
You will need to make an Arcana check to figure out what they are actually doing, though.
Alright, I'm good at that.
I'm good at that.
But might need to just add an
that
extra
is
bit on top.
a dirty 20.
Okay.
Yeah, for me that wasn't quite as good, so that was a 16.
Harper, you recognize the runes around the brain as being some sort of protection magic,
My specialty.
in the sense that it's protecting the brain in some way.
Well, I don't think we're
Or
gonna
should we
get
try
to...
to dispel magic?
Yeah,
Maybe
I
this
think
is a
that's
power. Maybe this is a power source for the ship.
quite possibly.
Brains usually aren't used for powering, they would be used for controlling.
Yeah, so my guess would be that this is, with that, perhaps a helm of some kind.
Mhm.
But, I mean, a brain? Really? Yeah, I don't know
This
if
is the
we're-
direction that our damage came from, right?
As
Th-
you're
this
doing
is the
all of
thing
this,
done
you
to
hear
Ah.
in your head a strange, like almost ancient sounding voice, the kind of voice that maybe hasn't been used in a long time. And it says simply, Ah, new intelligences. How delicious.
Dispel magic on the
Remove the
runes.
shields. Yeah.
Do it. I'm doing it. Dispel magic on the runes.
Alright, what level are you dispelling at?
Let's do 4th level.
Okay. Oh, hang on. So that will automatically dispel. Sorry, I can never remember how this works.
The spell of 4th
It's
level
4th
or
level
lower.
or
Fourth level
low
or
that are low
higher.
automatic.
All right, so
No,
you
or-
see the ones around the edge of the room disappear. You'll need to roll for the protection ones, though.
Do I need
Or
to
I
cast
roll for
another
them?
spell?
How does it work? I roll. You roll. I roll.
No, I roll, but
You roll.
is it a separate spell casting, or is it all
Well,
one?
I would assume that you.
Let me
I would
look
usually
dispel-
say
let me
that
look dispel
dispel
magic really
magic.
quick.
Yeah, I'd say a dispel magic is targeted at a
At a
specific
specific
part
thing.
of it.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking, so I'm
Okay,
thinking it might
so-
be another
All right. So are you? I guess if you were targeting the
one
middle
creature,
ones,
object,
then-
or magical effect.
All right.
So
So
if
if you're
it's one
targeting those
magical-
middle ones, then you need to roll for it.
Okay, so I don't have any more 4th level, so we'll cast it at 3rd level. Cast and a 10.
I mean, if this is what you were doing from the outset,
plus-
you can say that's what you did it at 4th level from the outset, if you want to,
Okay,
because
okay,
yeah, that was a conversation we had. So
okay.
and then roll for it.
So I need to see what I need to add to it because I
So
rolled
you
it
roll and
10.
you're a sorcerer, right? So you add your
Yes.
charisma modifier.
Oh, so 16.
Okay. Yeah, it flickers out and disappears.
Harper is immediately just gonna fling that goo-covered knife into it.
Into the brain.
Into the brain, yep.
You just gave it a snack.
Make an
It's
attack roll,
spoken their head.
which is just a ranged attack because you're throwing a knife.
Yeah, I'm throwing a dagger. Well, that's decent. That's a 16 on the die. What is my bonus for my dagger? I don't use weapons. It's dirty 20.
30-20? Yeah, that'll hit. So just roll the dagger's damage, whatever the standard dagger is.
Get any D4s out because I don't use them. That's the 3 on the die, so 4 points of piercing damage.
Cool.
And it now has my dagger.
4 points. Okay, in that case, this thing is going to... What are we going to do? Oh, I've got to roll for that. Hang on. See if I get it back. Oh. The goo doesn't seem to have any effect on the brain that you can tell, because it's literally swimming in it.
I mean, yes. But Harper was holding the dagger, so, you know, reflex.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay. It is going to... How far can
Before
we...
Eclipsis-
Look at that. As soon as that happens, you see a tentacle come out of the thing, reach over, and smack Harper, or attempt to smack Harper.
Ooh.
Let's do that. Do I have a gross green one? I do. That is a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, cool. Alright, so you're going to take some damage. And you're going to be grappled. And it's going to haul you towards it.
Sure.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's a lot of 8s and 7s on those d8s. Wow.
Oh boy.
Okay. So that's 16 and 14 is 30. Plus 2 is 32 points of damage. Bludgeoning damage. You're grappled. And it starts to pull you in towards it. Just a little. So you get pulled over that line towards it. Like there.
Oh dear.
And we're going to roll initiative because Harper threw a dagger at this thing.
It was time.
Naia, what were you saying that before something happened? Something about me?
I was gonna say before you move away, I was gonna touch the cold. What? I don't know if it's a sword that you've been using and cast
Yeah.
Holy Weapon
Ooh.
on it before you
Cool.
leave me.
I'll let that
Okay.
thing that happened while all that was
Do
going
some
on. We'll deal with
radiance. Radiant damage. That's
All
nice.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
what
that
do I-
attack
what does that
certainly
do?
shattered Harper's ward. But they didn't. They're still okay.
Harper's still up.
All right,
Okay.
anyone over 20?
I didn't roll yet. Hang on.
Anyone over 15?
17.
16.
16.
I heard a 17. That was Harper.
Nice.
16. There were two 16s. Who's the dexiest of the in all the land?
Probably Hela.
No, we're both 0. So
Oh, well.
I'm gonna go Hela Eclipsis because I'd already started writing Hela.
15.
15. Morwen.
Mhm.
Jobin and Naia.
13.
I got a 5.
Ooh. At least the
Oh,
person
wait,
who's
okay.
getting pulled to their certain doom gets to go first.
Alrighty. Cool. Harper.
Okay.
You're being pulled to your certain doom. What are you doing?
Harper kind of looks at this and just kind of makes a face and will just misty step back behind Morwen.
Okay. Fair enough. I do need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Okay. Cool. As you were. So you can misty
Alright.
step yourself
Since-
wherever you want to go to. Up the
Yeah,
stairs.
okay.
You're like, nah, fuck
Yeah.
that.
Fuck that one. And then Firebolt.
Fair.
That is a 26 to hit.
That hits.
That is 12 points of fire damage.
12 points of fire damage. Hang on. Thought I had a magic thing. Oh no, never mind. Okay. Sorry, 12 points you said.
Yeah, 12 points of fire damage.
Cool.
And that is their turn.
Jax.
Hello.
Jax, I just had a quick question. With my channel divinity, because we've been standing in it for a second, it says when people end their turn in my radius, they can get temporary hit points. Does that mean that I can grant those now, since we've been in them, or is it starting now when they end it? I
would
give
say
them
at the
temporary
end
hit
of each
points.
turn, that'll be easier to keep track of. So
Okay.
Harper will get them now. And
So
then...
this is the end of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 14 temporary hit points to Harper.
Hell yes, that's gonna
Cool.
really help.
I love
Hela.
this feature.
It's
I-
great.
Mhm.
Nice.
I'm going to look at it and raise my
Ew.
arcane focus and start squeezing it super hard and cast Flesh to Stone. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That's not bad. Con. +5 to con gives me 22.
Oh, yep, no, that definitely made it. And now she's even more angry, so she's just going to cast a. Let's go for a 5th level Chaos Bolt. That sounds fun. Oh dear. Well, I'm hoping that because it's in a jar, it's not going to be very defensive. That is a 16 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That will hit.
Cool. So that is either cold or go for colder damage. Beautiful. So 1 plus 6 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3. 22 points of cold damage slams into it.
Okay. Hang on. I can math. Wait. Cool.
And with that, I'm going to just move to the other side of the doorway out from line of sight.
Okay.
And you get 16 temporary hit points.
Oh, thank you.
Eclipsis.
Okay, I'm going to step into the doorway because I've yet to actually see this thing. Okay, cool. Cool. She's, actually, you know what? She's gonna hold on getting closer to it until she can figure out how this thing works. And is actually going to cast Witch Bolt
Okay.
at 2nd level because why not?
Okay.
Why not?
Alright, so I have to roll to hit.
You do.
That is a 16.
A 16 hits.
Sweet. So that is...
It is a brain in a bath, so you know.
Yeah, well,
And you
you
took
know,
away its
it's a
protection.
there. Alright, so 2d12. So that is 11 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
And then bonus action. I'm going to hex it.
Okay.
And I'm going to choose strength for its ability check.
So it's a strength check.
If
No,
the
it
target
has-
has disadvantage on ability
I see.
checks made with my chosen ability, so any ability checks with strength.
Cool.
Good thinking.
And yep. And then I think I'm actually gonna step in and over one just so that I can make room for more people because I think I'm a little less likely to die.
Can
Who
you
knows,
make
though?
a wisdom save for me, please?
Absolutely.
Let's go in.
Okay, that's a
Fun.
plus what? Oh, I have a decent wisdom. That's a 19.
Okay. Cool.
That's not terrifying at all, but okay.
Wonderful. Alrighty, that's your turn.
That's my turn.
Morwen.
All right, I'm gonna take this little bead of niter, sulfur, and pine tar, and crush it in my hand and cast Melf's minute meteors.
Yes.
Okay.
So sorry, Eclipsis. I'm gonna try to cast it where you don't get it. It's 5 feet. Let me cast it here.
Yep.
Okay, and that is a Dex save of 14.
So it gets, which I forgot to do earlier, but I passed it anyway. It gets advantage on saving throws against spells.
Okay.
Is Eclipsis in my radius still?
18 was the DC.
16 is the 14 is the DC.
I rolled an 18.
Okay.
So
Do you have to see me?
No, it's
It
a
just
5
is a
foot radius
radius
from where
check.
I cast it.
So
No,
she was
I
trying
was
to-
talking to Naia.
Oh.
'Cause Naia asked if I was still
I'm
in her
sorry.
radius.
For Twilight Sanctuary, I don't
It just
think
is.
so.
Okay, so you
I
get
think as long as
16
she's in
temporary
that
hit points.
area.
I'm sorry to.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
fine.
All
So
right,
I'm
sweet.
sorry to interrupt.
That's
16
okay.
temporary hit points for
16.
Eclipsis.
Sweet, thank you.
Okay. They still take half damage on a save. So it's I'll just do 1 meteor right now, so it's 2d6. That's 10, so they take 5 damage.
Okay.
That's 1 meteor.
Cool.
That's a good sentence. I'll just do one meteor
then-
for it.
Yeah, just I got more.
One.
And then for the bonus action, I will do a ray of frost,
Okay.
and that's a 17.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. brain in a jar. Yep, that definitely.
Brain in a jar. Okay, so
It's a very
that's
big brain in a
D8.
very big jar, but still.
Okay. My bonus. It's 3 damage. Do I get a plus to that? I don't think so. Because it's a cantrip.
Probably not then.
Oh, frost. 2D. No, what did I do? Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost.
2D8. Okay, hang on. So I rolled a 3, 6 damage.
Cool.
Oh, damage. Alright, I'm good.
That's you.
And you get 15 temporary hit points.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Jobin. Turns
So I'm
out
gonna
brains
pull out-
don't have huge initiative modifiers. Anyway.
Going last. So I'm gonna pull out my short bow and use the steady aim
Mhm.
and take a shot with my arrow. That is a 25 to hit.
Yes, definitely.
$24 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And
That
that's the end of my turn.
That brings us to the brain. He is going to.
And Jobin, you get 14 temporary hit points. Sorry.
First, I'm gonna roll to see if I get the mind blast back. Nope. Balls. That's the best thing I have. Okay. Oh, I'm so dumb. That's okay. We'll do that next time. It is going to, I guess, do tentacles at Eclipsis because you're right there. So
Sounds good.
it's just a straight tentacle situation. Oh, that's quite nice. 26.
Hit.
Yeah. So you are going to take a bunch of d8s. It's a lot of 6s. 6 times 3 is 18, 19, 20, 21 points of bludgeoning damage. And
Question.
yes.
Does it use its strength modifier for its attack?
It only applies to ability checks, not attack rolls.
Yeah.
But attack rolls are ability checks, I thought.
Attack rolls are different to ability checks.
Got it. Okay.
It
I
would
was
affect
just
it if it
curious.
was trying to do a grapple.
Yeah, so it affects it if it
It affects
to
when you're
escape.
if you're trying to escape a grapple. That would be a
Yeah.
so it
Okay.
does grapple you, but on your turn it'll be a
Yeah, contested. Okay.
okay.
So how much damage was that? Sorry.
18, 19, 20, 21
21. Got it.
points of bludgeoning damage. Yeah. That's pretty much it for the moment. So it's gonna also haul you towards it. Kapow!
Makes it easier to hit it next time.
I suppose it does.
Oh.
Naia.
Gonna sneak here for a minute and cast Spiritual Weapon at 3rd level. My little unicorn shows up
Oh wait,
Kinda
I have
just,
a thing for that.
I guess,
I have a thing for that somewhere
like-
here.
there.
Oh, I've still only got your. I need to put you a unicorn. I've still only got your narwhal. Oh, crap.
It's okay, we're in a ship.
It was so cute, though.
Kinda.
Narwhal. I'll make it so that
So he
you
comes,
controlled by you. There we go. You can control your narwhal. Where are you putting it?
he swims over here.
Okay.
And he tries to jab him with his little narwhal horn. So it's so I make a melee attack. No, that's not gonna do anything. That would be well, maybe 13 to hit.
Yep, that hits. It had
Brain in a jar.
would have been harder to hit if you hadn't
So I
got rid
did
of its
30.
runes.
Well done.
Yeah, well done, Morwen. So that's 8 points of force damage. Oh, plus
okay.
5.
8
Yeah.
plus 5 is 13.
8 plus 5 is 13.
Cool.
Points of force damage. And then so that was my action and but like, can I still do a cantrip or no?
Isn't it a bonus action to cast spiritual weapon?
Yes. So I could do a cantrip, yeah?
No, because you've used your bonus action.
No.
Oh wait, I see. Sorry. Yes.
But did I use my own?
Dumb. Yes, you do have another.
Oh.
Sorry.
So I'll sacred flame the brain.
Okay.
And it needs to make a dexterity save of 17.
So it gets advantage on that because it's a magicy. Not as good as previously. That's an 11. Yeah.
Okay, that's a whopping 6 points of radiant damage.
All right.
And I'm a chicken, so I'm gonna go over here. Ooh, and I get temporary hit points. 16.
I have it.
And that's my turn.
It's just. I'll move it on. There we go. Sorry. All right. That is Naia. Okay. Harper, you're up.
Alright, Harper really doesn't want to get hit again, so it's going to cast Blur. So attack rolls against me have disadvantage, unless it doesn't rely on sight or can see through illusion. So, I don't know, but it's worth a shot. And then it's just gonna firebolt it again. That is a dirty 20
Yup.
to hit. 18. That is 8 points of fire damage.
Okay. Whittling it down, you guys.
Yep. And they're just gonna stay there at the back.
Fair enough. Hela.
Alright. Nice and simple. Gonna cast off another Chaos Bolt at 5th level. Okay, I rolled a 19, so that's definitely hitting. Even and a 1, so I can choose between. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to do some psychic damage. As a FU for the previous attack it did against me.
You'd think this motherfucker would be immune to psychic damage.
Yeah.
It's not a great roll. It's only 18 points of psychic damage. But I am then going to pop some sorcery points to cast another Chaos Bolt at 4th level. That's a 17 to hit.
Yep.
So I'd assume that hits. Cool. Goes out. Oh, 5. Oh, we'll go for some lightning damage this time. And This one did better. 26 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Oh.
And again, she just pops out, does that, and then pops back around the corner again.
Cool.
And that is the end of her turn.
Alright. Eclipsis, at the start of your turn, you take some psychic damage from being in close contact with this critter. That is 7 points of psychic damage to you.
Okay.
And then you can attempt to escape the grapple or do something else. It's up to you.
So I'm just grappled. My arms are still free. I can still
you
attack.
Can still attack. I believe you attack. Hang on. Oh yeah, no, you just can't move.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So we're gonna hit it. That is a. Oh right, because I'm stronger now, so that's much easier. Okay, that's a 24.
Yeah.
All right. So that is 5, 11 points of piercing damage, 4 points of cold damage, and 11 points of radiant damage.
26. If my maths is
Yes.
right.
And I think I'm going to go ahead and pop a second level Divine Smite into that for 3 more d8s of damage.
That's our girl.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 10. That's 18 more points of radiant damage.
Okay. Jeez. All right.
That was attack 1.
Their first hit.
To follow it.
Yes. Okay, that's actually another 24. So cool. All right.
If I'd got that mind blast back, man.
So that's 7 points of piercing, 4 points of cold, and 13 points of radiant. And sure, we'll do another second level smite
Don't
because
worry about it. So you all watch as this tentacle grabs Eclipsis and tugs her closer to this vat in a jar, and then she just starts wailing on this brain. And it gradually just turns to brainy mush. All that whittling away has definitely, got it. And at the end of your final, you like smack into it, and the tentacle just comes loose and dumps you on the ground.
wait.
And now what was a brain in a jar is a sort of vague jar of purple and green soup. It's disgusting.
Nice.
Is the rune still around on the ground?
Yes.
Around the...
Yep,
Okay.
except for the ones around that were dispelled. The other ones are still there. You do make a perception check, all of you.
Okay, that is a 24.
15.
8.
9.
19.
18.
Alright, so Harper and Eclipsis, you're a bit distracted by everything that's going on. The rest of you hear from the back of the ship where the creatures were, like, they go frickin' bonkers. Like, roaring and things bashing against walls, and just these things have lost their shit.
Alright, I got 5 more meteors, you guys.
So, yeah, there was clearly some connection happening here that has
Aha.
been broken. And these creatures are...
Oh,
Yeah,
Not having a good
we
day.
go
There's a
have
lot
a
of-
look.
bashing about and animal noises coming from back there.
I'll send
whatever
Evie to go
noise
have
a
a look
giant
at
snail
Universe
makes.
and see if
Look out for
the
the
doors are
snail.
dangerously close to breaking.
You didn't hear it because you were distracted.
That's true. I mean, I assume it's pointed out though.
Yes, I'm gonna say basically along the lines of, we're gonna have some trouble soon. Better find that crown now.
So we go We still have the
My detect magic up again.
Okay.
I really hope the crown's not in the pile of brain grow.
Yeah.
That's what I was
That's alright. I got mage hand.
Yeah.
This whole room
So,
is
just
full
real
of
quick-
magic, because all the runes are magic. The goop that the brain was in is magic, so it's
Harper's just gonna get their mage hand and retrieve their dagger from the goo with mage hand, and then use the dagger to splice a line through the runes. See if disrupting them.
Which the ones
do
around the
anything.
edge.
Yeah.
Oh wait, does that
How's
mean you
up?
went into the room?
No,
Oh, with mage hand.
the mage hand.
Okay.
I'm doing it
I
from
was
back
like,
here.
wait a second. Wait, Morwen,
How's
are
it-
you in the room? Did you go in the room? I see you in the
Yes.
room.
I'm
Alright.
looking around.
Make a
I
wisdom
want to
check.
see if we can find the crown.
I was
You're
gonna
within
say
10
that I
feet
was.
of me. You get a plus
Wait, I
2.
get advantage. I get advantage because I have a boon. Okay. So much better. Okay. Wisdom check. Oh, 11.
Plus
Still
2.
better than a
You're
3.
by me.
What?
Okay.
You get a plus 2 because you're next to me and I have my aura.
13.
Yeah. Sometimes that plus 2 does a lot.
You never know.
So 13.
Yep.
Still not enough. Alright.
Didn't think so.
How many hit points do you have right now, Morwen?
I have a lot of temporary ones. I'm only down 14 out of like. So I got the first 15 temporary, which I still get to keep, right? And then she gave me another 15.
Yep.
So I had 81 minus 14, so I'm still in like the 67.
So Eclipsis, you would have 17 hit points for ending your turn in my aura. Temporary. And I don't know if when my channel divinity goes away, if that's when those hit points disappear or they're just there until they're used.
If they only go away if the text says they go away, but I don't think it does on Twilight
Yeah.
Sanctuary, so they're just there until you rest, or they get eaten
Yeah.
by
I hadn't been hit since I got the second set of
So how many hit points do you have
till
right now?
now. 67.
Okay, you're fine. Nothing happens.
Okay.
Yeah, Harper, the mage hand, retrieves the dagger from afar and then tries to disrupt the runes just by physically disrupting them.
So you're talking about the thing around the edge of the room.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically just slicing through it and seeing if that does anything.
Make an attack roll.
Okay.
While they do that, I'm gonna do an Arcana check to see if I can figure out where I can break it specifically, just in case this doesn't work.
Okay.
It's a 15.
All right. So yeah, the knife like slices through the wood and breaks the line, and the one around the edges goes out. But there is still a small circle, which actually only Eclipsis I think can see right now. Maybe more.
On the left, I
you
can
the
see
small
it.
Circle.
Yeah.
Okay, so those, but the line around the edge of the room goes away.
And now Harper will enter the room.
Okay.
Hela's looking
So-
down and like inspecting these runes, and they just
And they just go
shut.
out.
This circle over here,
This little, yeah, that little circle.
I don't want to get in the circle. I just
Sure.
want to see. Okay.
Well, hitting the one around the edge of the room with the knife worked, although I'm not particularly good with them eclipses. Do you just want to hit that one?
Sword away, and I'll take out my hammer and just like try to break through the piece of wood.
Sure, make an attack roll.
Okay.
It's Eclipsis, so I'm guessing it's probably gonna do it.
That's a dirty 20, so
Yeah. So
Is
you
that
break
with
the
your
wood,
stone giant strength?
yeah, that's true. That's
and
yeah,
she
actually,
read
that
the
is.
the book of getting stronger too over the week. So.
Yep.
All right, yeah, you just shatter the wood, and those runes also flicker out. So now all that, like pink and purple stuff is gone. I can't make
Okay.
it go away because it's on the map, but it's gone.
Yes.
Alright. Is there anything else magical in this room now?
Only the brain vat and the stuff it was in.
Okay. Do we still have a detect magic running?
Eclipsis
Yes.
has that, yeah.
And you're not detecting anything. Okay. Are those stairs leading upwards or downwards?
Yes, upwards.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
Is it something
Harper's
about-
just gonna like poke around in the vat with the mage hand and see if they can find anything in there.
Make a investigation check.
22.
There's a lot of bits of brain in this vat.
Harper kind of pulls the mage hand up and just looks at it dripping with goo and then just dismisses that. Like, that's gross.
It's pretty
Just
gross.
drops.
Yeah.
It's pretty gross.
There's nothing in there, so
Alright.
Is there a door at the top of the stairs?
That's a good question. I don't think so, no. I think it's just stairs that go up to the top level.
Alright. Let's go check it out. We're running out of time.
Let's go up to the next level.
Alrighty.
onwards and upwards.
I will take you guys to the top level.
Okay.
So you
So
come
I still
out.
have meteors for 10 minutes and they follow me.
Cool. You come out.
Ready. Meteors. Meteor.
Harper, I probably have to turn your light on.
Probably, yeah.
There you go.
Do you think it's been a minute since I? It's probably
say
been a
so,
minute
with
since
all
I
the breaking
channeled
of
divinity
runes
and.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say so.
Mhm.
So you find yourself in a room that's a lot nicer than the lower deck was. Bookshelves, there's a desk. It looks like someone's workspace.
Hela immediately starts perusing the books.
Make a.
Harper's
oh,
looking
you
for
are you
anything
just looking
interesting.
at what's there?
Yes.
Make a.
Harper is like Harper is actively searching for anything that they might find
investigation
interesting.
check.
Can I search?
I'll walk
through
around the
through desk?
room in
22.
a circle and see if there's anything magical.
Okay. 22 on the books. Was that right?
Yeah, Harper got 22.
You find
I
a
got-
lot of. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I was like, that's not in here. That was in last week's thing. You find a lot of like maps, nautical charts, star charts, navigational stuff, books about creatures, books about strange places. This is
Everything
the library of
that
an
they can-
explorer.
Everything that they can fit, they are taking.
Okay.
I got a
Make your
nat one.
list.
Yeah.
I
And
got a
then
nat
if
one.
they, if
so
they
I just
can't
looked
like
up
fit
the-
everything in their bags, they're gonna ask the others to help them carry it back.
Does anyone have a bag of holding? I'm sure I gave someone a bag of holding at some point. It's not on this
No.
mission? Oh well.
We're just all stuffing our packs with books and maps.
Yep, okay. I'll figure that out with you later,
Yeah.
exactly what you get. There's a lot of it's the library of an explorer, so
Yeah.
you know, there's stacks of stuff. Eclipsis, your detect magic finds it pings on the desk. And it also pings there's a drawer in the desk and there's something pings inside that drawer as well.
Can I search the desk?
I'll look on top. I won't say anything first, and I want to like peek at the top of the desk and see if it's something like really cool. If I just can see it without being like suspicious, but probably being extremely suspicious.
So you see at on the edge of the desk there's another little row of books, and there's a bunch of mostly notebooks, but in the midst of it there's a book that has a magical aura to it.
Okay. She's just gonna casually pick it
Harper's
up.
face is like, I want the book.
Does it say anything on it?
Does it? Good question. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say across the top. It's a really big like leather bound. It's beautiful, and it has one of those like things that closes it, and on the top it says
Mhm.
Atlas of Endless Horizons.
That
That's
sounds
lame.
pretty freaking cool.
Hey,
That
smart
sounds
people.
cool.
got a book? Anybody
Harper
want a magic
immediately
book?
takes it.
Yeah.
Harper's like,
Walk
"That's
over
mine
and grab it out of her hands.
now." Nope.
Make a strength check if you're trying to grab it out of her hands. Contested strength check. Are you really doing that?
Well, if she's gonna, if they're gonna make the reach for it first, then I'll just let that happen.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like Harper's gonna hide it from Hela. Harper just wants to know what it is and read it. So.
Well, I'm just checking over your shoulder then.
Yeah.
And then she'll point to the desk drawer and say, "There's something in there, as well."
Just clap a hand over and go, Jobin, check it for traps and such.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I'm
We're
doing.
just reading the book.
Yeah.
Make a investigation check, Jobin.
25.
It is not trapped, but it is locked.
Can I unlock it? That's 15.
You do not unlock it.
Harper kind of hears
Oh,
this.
oh,
and
no,
just
no.
looks-
All right, reliable talent. It's 10, so it's 24.
You do unlock it.
I mean,
Um,
I could
and
have
you-
also unlocked it, but just very loudly.
Eclipsis was just gonna break the desk if that didn't work.
I have the knock spell, so.
You open
That
the
was-
drawer,
Yep.
and in the drawer you find a wand. There's a bunch of papers and stuff, like someone's been writing notes on, and then on top of them there's a wand.
I will
Well.
gather this and pick it up and be like, look, here's a wand. Does my hair fly back too?
I imagine like Harper and Hela both turning at the
You're a
exact same
wizard,
time.
Jobin.
Oh yeah, I am.
Was it Joe?
I use Mage Hand to grab it out of his hand and bring it to me.
Fair enough. You have a
Alright,
wand.
is there...
Naia reaches over and takes it from your mage hand and gives it back to Jobin.
Oh.
Like
Naya's the
musical wand.
party mom.
Yeah.
Jobin had it first. Wait your turn.
Would you prefer that an untrained
pull the
individual
card
has a
over.
possibly cursed item?
I'm not untrained.
We
I am
can
a wizard.
identify it.
Yeah, I can spend some time and figure out what it is, but that's probably not for
Very
here.
well. Were there
We'll check it out
doors to the north?
Yes.
Was
So
it?
there is a door here.
Were there papers in the drawer as well?
Yeah.
Can I gather those as well?
Sure.
We're basically
look
just
at them,
taking
or you're just
all of the
gathering them
paper
up
and
to
all of
look
the
at later?
books.
I could look through them if they seem interesting right now. I would read
It's
them. Otherwise,
notes.
I'll just cut them.
So it
Okay.
looks like someone who has been taking a lot of notes about something. I don't know. If you want to look closer, we can talk about what the notes are about, but it's up to you.
We're kind of on a time crunch, I think. So I'll just, since the animals are coming, I'll just tuck them in my pocket and go with taking them.
Cool. So yes, 2 doors. One here, one here.
Going to the one on the left. Can I open it?
Yep, that one just opens.
All right.
Assuming
What's in
that
there?
my dynamic lighting thing will let me just open it, of course. That's it. It does. Ta-da! It's a
The
bedroom.
wonders of the internet.
Having a
Is there
quick
any-
look through the drawers.
Any magic things?
We take
No.
everything that isn't now down, and if it is now down, we bring a crowbar.
There are no. Are you detecting magic in this room? Who's detecting
Yeah.
magic in this room?
Yeah, I'll follow Hela in.
There are no
Um,
pings in this room.
Okay. I'll say you could keep searching, but there's nothing magic, and walk back out. And walk over to the next door.
Is the other door
and wait
locked?
for-
This door is locked.
Hello, Jobin.
All right, I will come over
Oh,
and
no,
help
I
unlock.
lied. This door
Yeah.
is not locked. Sorry, I was
Oh.
getting confused. This door is not locked. I will open it.
I'll
You
open it. Hela opened it. I'm gonna open one.
It's a passageway.
Ooh.
What happened? Ooh.
Can I help Hela investigate this room really quick?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Hey. Oh, is this the mess?
24.
Yeah, pretty much. 24. It's fairly sparse. There's not much here. Just
Cool.
again, it has
That-
the look of someone took their stuff and left.
Hmm.
Okay.
Still empty-ish, kind of. Okay.
Yeah.
All
I will
right.
follow the party.
Eclipsis, anything magic in here?
I don't know. Oops. Anything magical pinging?
There's a magic spatula. No, I'm kidding. There's nothing magical in this hall.
That would be dope.
I kind of want to make that item now that I've just said it, but no.
Nothing sticks to the pan.
1d4 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
Are there also like magic tongs to go with it?
Sure, why not?
All right, so
1d4
So is
squishing
there-
damage. Anyway,
there a
yeah, there's a door at the
this
end.
way?
This one is locked.
Okay. I will give that. Oh, yes.
Yeah, just a weird thing. Walking past this globe thing,
Yep.
do I recognize any of the lands?
Oh, good question.
Fish.
Where's Hela from?
Good question.
That's a good question. She's from a desert of some sort. I don't think we ever specified the world.
Make a history check.
Okay, 16.
It's unfamiliar.
Okay.
Does it
It's
does it
not-
match up to any of the maps that we have? And if so,
It's-
are any of those maps named?
Are you going to spend some time to go through the maps and match them to the globe?
Just like from what Harper saw as they were bringing
Make
them
an
up.
intelligence check.
That is 15 on the die. That's my intelligence modifier. +4, so that's a 19.
19. You do find a map that has at least one of the continents that looks kind of similar. It has writing on it. What languages do you speak?
I speak Celestial, Common, Draconic, Elvish, Infernal, Primordial, and Undercommon.
Oh my god. Go through those again slowly.
Celestial, Common, Draconic, Elvish, Infernal, Primordial, and Undercommon.
Okay. The map is in Elvish. And it has a name you've never heard of. Which I will tell you later because I'm very bad at making up names on the spot.
Yeah.
That's how we ended up with whatever his name
Oh.
was. George and Stan, the guards, and the other one. Or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it matches one of the continents on the globe. But it's
Harper
not
will,
familiar.
Yeah, Harper will read out the name on the map and just ask if it's familiar to anyone.
You can all make a history check if you want to know if it's familiar to you.
Well, that's much better.
I'm
That
better
is
to do
a
it.
22.
natural 20, and I am Elvish.
Oh wow.
So what-
14.
What are we rolling a history?
Yep.
So that's 24.
Okay. I would say that it's something you've heard of, but only very distantly. Like it's a name that may have been in a story you once heard or something like that. Like it's not familiar. It's just vaguely
Okay.
pinging a wait, I've heard of this somewhere kind of thing in your head.
Something to look into later.
In a story or in something like that. Like
I'm really glad that's where my nat 20 this game went. The map.
All right. Continue researching.
All right, we got another door.
Onward. It's locked, right?
Mhm.
29.
29? Okay, you open the door. Maybe. Yes, we open the door. So what you walk in on here is a much more ornate living area than the room you saw previously. The thing you can't see is curtains in a square.
Okay.
And presumably these runes on the ground have gone out since the thing they were paired with got destroyed. Those runes are not there.
Okay.
They may be on the ground, but they're not glowing at all. the rest is pretty much as you see it. There's a desk, a bookshelf, a table, and chairs, which looks like it's probably like used for entertaining. You know,
Okay.
it has that vibe.
I'd walk over towards the desk again and investigate it, that area.
Okay. There's not much on this desk. A book,
Okay.
like, yeah, not a lot. This is obviously not
Harper's
the main
just-
workspace. This is just where he writes his personal letters or something.
Harper's
Can I
gonna pull the curtain
investigate the
aside and-
kitchen?
Sure. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Spices.
What?
Spices.
Okay. okay. Make an investigation check.
Ah, jeez, not great today. That's 11.
You find some salt.
Bleh.
Spices for white people.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
just Ella just drops it
looks
on the
behind the
ground and
curtain.
leaves.
Can we look behind the curtain?
Pull the curtain aside and see what that's.
Yeah.
Well,
You gonna
before
pull the
you do
curtain
that,
aside?
I want to see if there's anything magical in the room, and like if
Okay.
the curtains glow, we probably shouldn't touch them. Kind of
Right.
thing.
At least not
you,
with our hands.
You don't get
Yeah.
any magical pings from this room.
Okay.
So
Pull
you're
the curtain
opening the
aside.
curtains?
Yes.
There is a large bed behind the curtains.
Ah.
Hmm.
Really large bed.
A really large bed.
Hmm,
I see.
Okay.
Maximus had some interesting downtime.
Is there mirrors on the ceiling?
Can I investigate the runes to see if I can find out what they did?
Sure, make an Arcana check.
Yes, that's a lot better. Okay, so that is a 24.
You gather that this was essentially a kind of like a simple teleportation circle where he could step into the circle and go immediately downstairs.
Okay.
It was just a
Wow.
shortcut so he
Lazy.
could move between those two rooms without having to take the long route. Or without people knowing he was doing it.
Hmm.
Or an easy way to sneak horrors into his bedroom. I mean, what?
Come and look at my giant brain! No, really, I have a giant brain.
All right.
Anyway.
Are there any other doors in this room?
Yes. There's one here.
Harper's gonna
Where?
go over-
Oh, over there.
Just gonna go open it over and pop it open, I guess.
That one?
This is locked.
Jobin.
You are
Wow.
really making your wage today, Jobin.
Yeah. About time. Oh, it's 23.
23.
No, a lot more than that.
Still opens.
30 something.
You see another door here. This whole area actually, yeah, it's like a. This is all metal. It's like a metal vault door.
Oh,
Oh. Which could block out magic-y things.
absolutely.
Hello, Eclipsis.
Dipping in.
So, yeah. Is there a lock on the door or a trap on the door that I can find?
Make an investigation check.
22.
Yes, both of those things. There is some kind of, again, magical thing on this door that will go off if you try to force it.
Magical trap. Okay, I'll step away and let somebody else.
I
Hang
think
on
I
it.
still have a dispel I can do.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Done. 3rd level.
Okay, it dispels.
Oh, hang on a second. What's up?
Right.
Okay, thank you.
Do you want to
Jobin?
unlock it, Jobin?
Oh, sorry. Yes, I can unlock it. Yep. I was stepping away. All right, unlock.
It got handled.
That is a.
Oh, I'm in here
20
because I dispelled.
24.
Yep, that is enough. So that door is also open. What you see is a bunch of chests.
Ooh.
Are they magically trapped? Eclipses?
I don't know. Are they?
Oh, that's actually really interesting. Hang on. You don't get any. I don't believe you get any magical pings from them. No, you don't get any magical pings from them.
Regular
Do they look trapped?
Make an investigation check.
20... 22.
22? No, you don't see any traps on these chests.
Are they locked?
Yes. Or they appear. Well. Are you? What? How are you establishing whether they're locked or not?
Do they have a lock on the top of them? Like a obvious
Can you see
lock?
a lock?
Like a padlock,
Yes.
kind of.
Yes.
Correct, like a padlock.
Yes.
Okay.
And they all look like regular chests.
Yeah.
So is this like you open the right one, they all explode, or?
One bites you
I
in the
love the
hand.
suspicion. It's delightful.
Well,
They're all mimics.
we need to open them one way or another.
Yeah. So
Just open the
but
first
so-
one.
yeah, so I can go ahead and try to. Yeah, I'm going to Mage Hand now. I'll cast Mage Hand and use that to unlock.
Which one are you unlocking?
Anybody have a guess here?
The closest one to the door.
Yep.
All right.
Pick
Start at one and move on down the line.
Yep, I'll do that.
So you're starting with this one?
The one on the far left.
With this one.
Okay.
Oh, that one? Alright.
Yep.
That's closest to the door, correct?
Oh, yes, that is. My
Yep.
bad.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So that was still just a slight size. It's 33.
Yep. It pops open. You open it up. Inside is like a bunch of. If you could imagine what would happen if Indiana Jones had a chest full of all the crap he finds, that's what this chest is like. It's full of little statues and amulets of various kinds and bits of various like little objects and things that this person has obviously collected in his travels.
Ooh,
Okay.
so cool.
Next one down.
But
You're
there's no
using Mage
magic.
Hand, yes?
Yes. I'm going to
Okay.
use Mage Hand as I go down.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 24.
So far, it's junk for Scrat.
Yeah. As your mage hand hits the chest, it opens up and it's a big mouth. 'Cause sometimes you've got to go with the classics, folks.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, crap. So,
Meteor!
we are
Only
going
last 2
to.
minutes, I gotta use
that's
them!
wrong.
Go for it.
It is going
whole
to.
tower.
It has 5-foot reach, which means it can reach Jobin. So it's going to attack you with its pseudopod, which I assume is its big mimic tongue. I'm so excited.
You creep
That is
yourself out.
a 20 to hit.
That hits, yes.
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 Cool. That's a whopping 6 points of damage. And you are stuck to it.
You-
Stuck to it. And so is this an uncanny dodge or not?
Well, you can
It's an
uncanny
attack
dodge
roll.
the damage, but it is
Okay.
a
Yeah, so I'm still stuck.
yeah, because it hit you.
Okay.
So when it hits you, it basically sticks to your body, and you are grappled. And
Okay.
apparently, you have disadvantage on your attempts to escape. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
So that happened. Let's roll initiative. I imagine you're all going to do this thing pretty fast because they're not super strong. Oh,
Put somebody
oh,
safe.
I actually rolled decent initiative for once.
Woo!
That never happens. Cool. Alrighty. Anyone over 20? Anyone over 15? Oh, wow. Cool. Anyone over 10?
14.
13.
11.
14 was the top. Who got 13?
Me.
Me.
So
Jobin.
I'm guessing Jobin is probably more Dexy than Eclipsis.
Yeah, that'd be a good bet.
And then Hela got
11.
11. Morwen, what you got? 1. Naia, what you
Ooh.
got?
3.
I got 19.
Oh, I missed that completely. Alright.
Sorry.
No,
Sorry.
you're all good. Naia, what's your dex?
14 or plus 2.
Okay, cool. So you go first. You're right at the back, and you just watched. Actually, I don't even know if you can see what's going on in there with all the people happening. You just heard Jobin go, ah!
This is probably not very smart, but so the holy weapon is still up for Eclipsis,
Uh-huh.
but since I don't know what's going on, I'm going to use my bonus action to dismiss the spell, which causes her weapon to emit a burst of radiance. But so it says each creature of my choice, so I would have to know what it was or blind all my people.
Yeah.
So that might not work. Okay, just kidding. I don't know.
You could hold something.
I guess I'll hold a sacred flame, and just out of being startled, I'll turn invisible.
Okay,
And I'll hold a sacred flame in case something comes at me.
sweet. Alright, this thing is going to be next, and it is going to bite Jobin. Because you're lunch. Yum. Yummy
nom nom.
halfling. Nom nom. That's a natural 20. Let me prove it. It's the green one, you guys. Alright. So... Oh, shit. I've now messed up the thing. Here we go. Okay. So... That is... 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 8 is 16 points
16.
of piercing damage. And 2 plus 8 is 10 points of acid damage. As this thing starts to attempt to eat you.
Oh, fun.
So is all of that? Does any of that have, or is it only against us? Yeah, it just has it has the damage of attacks, right? Or not? Oh,
Does that not... Isn't that dependent on movement? Evasive...
it says when the attacker you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the
Okay.
attacks damage against you.
Yeah, so you can halve all of that then, because it's all 1 bite.
Okay. Okay.
It's just the piercing is teeth and the acid is digestiveness, I
Okay.
guess.
Yeah.
It's digesting you.
Yep. Pretty much. And that is its turn. Harper.
Alright,
Also
Harper is
way
just
at the
gonna...
back.
Yeah, I mean, Harper's just gonna shimmy past Eclipsis,
Mm-hmm.
because they're fucking tiny. They weigh like 80 pounds, they're
Mm-hmm.
really small. And is just gonna see this thing go, oh, that's disgusting, and firebolt it twice.
Cool.
First one is a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
That is 2 whole points of fire damage.
Woo! Woo!
Nice.
Cool.
Double ones. And then the second one is a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
And that is 19 points of fire damage.
That's
Nice.
better.
The two extreme.
Yep. Cool.
And then they're just gonna shimmy back.
Alright. Jobin.
I am
So you
also
can-
gonna.
No, I was gonna say you can attack, but you have... Oh no, I think you can still just attack. Grappled. One moment.
Grapple does mean you're just restrained, so you can attack.
So you can attack.
Right.
Or
I
you
can't
can
move,
use your
so-
action to escape, it's up to you.
I'll try the firebolt as
Cool.
well. We'll do 2 of them. Which is this? That's 24 to hit.
Yeah.
And the first one is
Maybe one day
9
you'll
points.
find things that are not... Yeah. Sorry, second.
The 9 points of damage for the
Okay.
first one, and the second one is a 13.
That hits.
Okay, and then that is 13 points of damage as well.
Cool. Eclipsis.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna kind of do the same thing and more just like kind of push past people instead of like shimmying. Just be like, "Excuse me, pardon me," and is going to come into the room and go kind of past the mimic so that she's on the other side of it,
Yep.
and is just gonna attack it.
Fair enough.
That is a 16 to hit.
16. Yes.
Cool. And I still have holy weapon, right?
No.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Wait.
The
She
last
didn't
an
drop it
hour.
yet.
Oh.
She didn't drop it yet.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was...
Okay, so that is.
I thought about it.
It's all good. 10 points of piercing damage,
Mm-hmm.
1 point of cold damage,
Mm-hmm.
and 14 points of radiant damage.
Which is enough. This mimic just collapses into grossness on the ground. And Jobin, you are released.
Thank you. All right,
How damaged
So-
are you, Jobin?
I'm fine.
There are 2 more
75.
chests.
Yeah. Can I
Eclipsis
mage
is just
hand?
gonna go.
I have an idea.
Why don't we just poke them first and see if they bite?
Well, that's what this is for. I pull out my quarterstaff of warning,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm gonna go along and just tap each one of the chests to see if it reacts to any of them.
They do not.
Cool. They are at least not inherently
Alive.
dangerous.
Well, they're not going to eat us, at the very least.
Yes.
So I will mage hand the next one in line if that's okay with everybody.
Go ahead.
The investigation again. So that is a 30.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
that-
Oh, yeah, still 30. Yeah.
It pops open. This one
Okay.
is full of gems of various kinds.
Ooh.
There's probably at
Awesome.
least 50 gems in here.
Okay.
Most of them are
Yep, look at
fairly
them.
well. I think the only person who knows about... Oh no, Hela, do you know about gems now? Did you do that thing?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
practicing how to.
Certainly,
You
Naia,
could look
you
at-
would
Naia
if
should.
you came and had a look at it, you would be able to see that most of them are relatively you know, they're valuable, but not super valuable. There's probably 2,000 gold's worth of gems in here of various kinds.
Money is money.
Ooh.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
Are these chests like bolted to the floor or anything, or do they have handles so we can just pick them up?
They're not bolted to the floor, no. Yeah, I'd say they
Okay.
probably have handles. Yeah.
Alright, well
that's
that'll
that
be
was-
simple enough.
Harper
So we
will
can
want
take
to
the
make
first-
it
we can take
known that before we return, they want to identify the crown. and figure out what it does.
That would be a preferable method, yes.
And before we disappear too, I would like to make sure we just gather all the chests and take them with us, or gather all the stuff out of them. So
Okay.
I'll mage hand and unlock the last one. That is a 25.
This one has about 1,000 gold pieces in it.
Oh, nice.
But
Ooh.
no crown.
No
No
crown.
crown. What did we miss, guys?
Well, was there
I would almost
rooms on
guarantee
the
you.
other side of the landing that we came up on?
Those were all the animals, and I would almost guarantee you one of those animals is guarding it because nobody wants to deal with them.
Well, I was saying it's on this floor. Was there anything else on this floor that we... Because we came this way first. Was there anything behind us when we came up the stairs?
I was going to have
There
a
was
quick
a whole
walk
front
through.
deck.
I thought there was nothing magical in the rooms with the animals. I thought you did a detect magic down there,
But
and it was only the room behind us where the brain was.
but if it's in like a lead box,
If it's in a
I'm
Yeah.
not going to be able to
Yeah,
see
we'll
it.
Right.
So what is all the stuff on the walls in this first room that we're in, that Harper's in?
Which first room? Oh, that's just
This
like
room.
barrels and crates and shit
Okay.
like that. Yeah.
Are there any spices in here?
Make an investigation check.
Your food really boring.
That's a 10.
No, it's more like just random shit.
Ugh.
This guy was clearly a hoarder. He kept everything.
Really old tarragon.
And I mean, any spices would probably be in the kitchen.
Yes. All I found there was salt. Alright. Well, let's have one last look through. Flip anything over that you find.
Yeah.
Go over and just start flipping the chairs and the tables.
Yep.
Well, there's a whole front deck to the airship that we never
Yeah.
found,
Yeah.
like an outside
I'm-
space. So we've not
Before
seen
we go to the-
everything.
Before we go outside, I'm going to go up to that giant bed and stick the sword in and carve into it to see if they shoved it into the bed. Because,
like,
I
in
don't
the
know.
mattress. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying? Okay.
People
make
who
an
have this kind of
investigation
stuff are
check.
crazy.
Yeah, while she's doing that, after I flipped over all the chairs and failed to flip the table because Hela's skinny as hell, she's gonna look underneath the bed.
Okay. Eclipsis, you first.
Okay, that really wasn't great. That's only a 15.
This is a feather mattress. You slice it open, and there are now fucking feathers everywhere. Hela, you looked under the bed. Make a perception
Yes.
check.
Back of the dust buddies.
So many feathers everywhere.
Cool. So that is a. I'm gonna add to that. Okay, that's 17 perception.
There's definitely a trapdoor under this bed.
Oh.
I was on to something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just look at Eclipse and go.
Well done, guys.
Flip the bed.
Flip
the bed.
Okay, so I'll like try and shove the bed, flip the bed, do whatever I can
Make
to
a
get
strength
it
check.
away from the trapdoor. Absolutely.
That's your jam.
Don't forget, you also
Yeah.
still have that potion running.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That is a. It's only a 17, but it's still pretty good.
You're super cocky and you go to flip this bed and then you're like, oh, this is actually a bit heavier than I thought, and you end up having to just like push it to one side. But you get it away from the trapdoor. So there's not this trapdoor
Sounds
in
good.
the ground.
All right. So I just reach down and try to yank on it, open it up.
It is locked.
Okay. Jobin, have another job for you. You're silent, bud.
Oh yeah, you are silent. You're muted. Nope, still muted.
You double clicked.
There we
go.
go.
No.
24. 24. Sorry.
To unlock it?
To unlock it, yes.
Okay. You unlock it, and as the lock gives, I need you to make a dex save.
Oh no.
You
Well,
guys have
you
traps
don't
everywhere,
get
you don't
traps.
check
Yeah.
trapdoor for traps?
Oh,
Trap door. It's in the name.
Amazing.
that's 20 for a dexterity save. 20.
Okay, so you take half damage.
I mean, you have evasion, don't you?
I have evasion as well.
So
Yeah.
you take
Hela,
no damage.
How close were you?
Oh yeah, dex saves.
Well, I would have probably been about 5 feet away, so
Okay, you also make a dex save then, please.
So was that
I'm sure this
successful
will
or
be
not?
great.
Eclipsis, how far away were you?
I had just shoved the bed, and I guess I was probably fairly close because I was preparing for something to come out of it, like an actual creature, not
Well, something did.
whatever. Yeah, yeah.
That was a
didn't think
14
that
for a
far
dex
ahead.
save.
A 14?
That's a 6.
Oh, wait, I'm looking at the
Boy.
wrong there. Jobin, what was your dex save?
20.
Okay, that is the DC, so you succeed. Eclipsis, what was yours?
6.
You fail, and Hela fails.
Yeah.
Yes.
So... Oh, those are small numbers. 9 points of psychic damage as this, like, wave of badness comes out of this trap.
So 4. Well, is it rounded up or down?
Down. So 4 if it's halved. And Jobin, you have evasion, so you take 0.
Yeah, yeah. So that's why I don't check for traps.
It only hurts your friends.
You're fine, but the rest of us aren't.
It could have been worse. It was 48. Rolled low.
Right, well, what's in there?
Well, now the doors are screaming, so this place is just getting worse by the minute.
So you open it.
Yes, I'll open it, yes.
Inside there is a metal box. It's quite large.
This is
I
like
feel
we need
like
to yank it out first, like ask Eclipsis to grab it, or if I'm not sure if I can lift
It's
it out.
not super heavy. It's just metal and bulky.
Okay.
Like, you know, cumbersome rather than heavy. So you can
I'll
probably
check
do
for
that.
traps.
Okay, make an investigation check.
24.
Yeah, there's no traps on this box.
Okay, so I'll bring it up and set it on the deck there.
The box
Right.
is also locked.
Okay. I will try to unlock it.
Okay.
A 10, 24.
Yep. So you managed to unlock the lock and open it.
And open it, yes.
Open it. Inside you see a notebook, and on top of the notebook, the Beholder's Crown.
Ooh.
Harper is immediately just gonna clear a space and sit down next to it and just start ritually casting Identify.
Okay. On the crown.
Yeah.
Do you have to take it out? Like, yeah, you take it out.
I have to
I'll,
touch it, but that's it.
Okay.
I'll use Mage Hand to pick it up and move it somewhere that's easier. And then I'm going to pick up the journal or whatever's below it and open that up and see what it says.
Okay, so the journal, since you have 10 minutes, the journal appears to be Maximus's personal journal of the crown and how he found it and how he managed to trap and enslave an Aldebrain and use it to power his vehicle. But things started to go super wrong because, funny thing about Aldebrains, not keen on being slaves. So it started like taking control of people when they were sleeping, making those people do terrible things. And as the journal, like as you're flicking through it, it gets less and less coherent, like he was losing his shit. And eventually there's a final journal entry that just says, it has escaped my control. We're abandoning ship. Let's hope this thing never falls into anyone else's hands or something along those lines. And then he's obviously put this thing to try and hide it in the hope that no one would ever retrieve it.
Right.
Let's give it to this unknown.
That's why Harper wants to
Unknown.
identify it first, just so that at least they know what it does. One fun thing to point out as well, if anyone looks at Harper's spellbook while they're doing this, it looks like complete gibberish. The entire thing is written in a cipher.
Sounds about right.
So I got cut out there for a second, but I was going to say let's bring all this chest to where we are, so when we get bamfed out, we have massive loot. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Does anyone else want to do anything during the 10 minutes that Harper is casting this, apart from move chests into places?
Anybody want a meteor thrown anywhere? Or they're just sitting here. They're just going to go away. You get a meteor, and you get a meteor.
Because there's nothing else of interest in this room to
Unless you
explore.
want to look at anything in particular?
Yeah, do you like
What are you
curtains?
looking at? You like curtains. They're very
Well, I
nice
looked
curtains.
at
They're like
Because what's
heavy
on
velvet
this-
curtains.
what's on this side.
That's a fish tank.
Can I
Are the fish
investigate
still
this?
alive?
No. There are no actual fish in this tank. It's just like decorations and stuff. You can investigate it, certainly.
Yeah, I'll investigate it. Oh, it's 29.
29. You notice that in the bottom of the fish tank is a really interesting looking stone that has been put inside a again like it looks like a almost like a glass box, so you can still see it, but it's inside a little box that's like bright red stone.
Can I mage hand and pull that out?
Sure. You have a box with a bright red stone in it. It's kind of like it's got a metal frame and then glass bits so that you can see inside, but
Okay.
We investigated these books over here.
make an investigation
here?
check if you want to investigate the books over there.
– 17.
It's more of the same from inside. Star charts, books about various animals and beasts and strange places, things of that nature.
All things for
Lots
the
of-
library.
Reference books, yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to actually make these up since I made you a library to make a list.
You brought this on yourself.
Yeah.
I did. No, to be fair, the library Bombo brought onto me.
Right.
I mean, if we have 10 minutes and we have time to gather the books from even the other shelf in the other room and bring them with us.
So you can take anything you're carrying. You're gonna have to figure out a way to carry all this stuff.
Well,
we
we
put
have.
it in the
can take-
chest and we carry
But-
Put
the
it in the
chest.
chest.
You can do that,
Yeah.
but you probably wouldn't
Yeah.
be able to put everything in the chests. There's a lot of
Yeah.
books and charts and things, so we'll say you take a selection of the interesting looking ones.
Yes.
Pop them in.
Yeah, anything that there's like a
Mm.
duplicate of is discarded. We take one because we don't need duplicates.
Do you guys
Alright.
want me to go and identify the green goop at all while Harper's doing their thing with the book,
Yeah, 'cause
the crown?
There's
I don't know if
barrels
we have any
of it,
flasks
so
or
if
anything
it's
to take it
something
with
cool.
us.
I'm busy reading this journal, so. Anyone else?
I'll go with
You
Naia
want
down at
there.
Inviting the party is always a good idea.
Well,
Always.
yeah.
I've got
Well,
5
before
minutes.
we even get close, how does it sound downstairs? Does it sound like things have broken free and are now...
Make a perception check.
Sure. That's a 1.
You don't hear
Everything's
anything.
fine.
Okay. I'll stay up here
I got
so
a
that at
1
least
too.
there's...
You got a 1
Oh,
too.
nice.
You don't hear anything.
Yeah, I'll stay up with the magic users so that if something comes to attack them, there's somebody to save their squishy asses.
Fair enough. So Jobin and Naia, you're going downstairs. Naia, is that a ritual thing, or are you just casting Identify?
I have a fate. I can do it one time with my fate touched.
Cool. So
Feet.
you go downstairs and are immediately attacked. No, I'm kidding.
I think Harper has some on their knife.
That's true.
Harper's got
And
some on their knife.
Cleaned it. Did you clean?
Did you clean your knife?
No.
You just mage-handed it out of the brain, right?
So you can identify it on the knife if you want.
And then if it's good, we can go get a barrel of it.
Because they've probably still been holding it the whole time, though.
Well, it's the same goop that would be in the container with the brain too.
That's
We don't
what
have
it
to go all the way back.
It looked like it was spare goop.
Brain goop.
All right.
I can identify the green goop while Harper does their thing.
So the goop seems to be some sort of magical psionic protection stuff. It seems to be specifically designed to keep this brain alive and functioning. It's probably not that useful if you're not a giant brain.
Okay. Fascinating.
Alright, Harper. The Beholder's Crown can be worn. You can attune to it and it can be worn, but when you put it on, tendrils come out of it and attach to your skull, which means you can't then take it off again. And it lets you cast a bunch of different things. The usual Beholder stuff, Ray of Enfeeblement, you know. Charm Person, blah blah blah. And you can't voluntarily end your attunement to it, so it's basically stuck on your head once you've attuned to it. If it can be taken off with anything that can end a curse, but I believe that if you... Oh no, nope, you're done. It's there. You're fucked. Basically, once it's on, unless someone takes it off with a magic anti-curse vibe.
Okay. So it can be removed with a spell to end curse.
It can be, yes, but it's pretty, yeah. It probably
but
wouldn't.
Whoever has it probably doesn't want it to be removed.
Yeah,
right?
and it's probably not a super fun experience to put it on your head.
Yeah, Harper makes notes in this in that same cipher.
Are you telling anyone the stuff that you've discovered?
Nope.
Okay, so none of the rest of you know that.
I mean, Hela was standing there the entire time waiting for the reply. So
well, Harper makes the notes first and then relays some of it. Basically that this thing is cursed, for sure. Once you put it on, it doesn't come off. Not unless you have particularly strong magic users to remove it for you.
Hmm.
So
well, regardless, I think we should put it back in the metal box for now.
Peel it away.
Open up the box. Mage hand. Think. All right.
Awesome.
How do we feel about leaving the flail snail imprisoned?
Yeah, I kind of even Eclipsis feels a little bit bad for these creatures.
A look at something.
Mm-hmm.
Could we just bust out the side so they can just go out the back as opposed to the doors towards us?
Here!
I have an idea.
I'm gonna misty step outside the ship and meet here and let's go.
Alright.
That's a good idea.
You can do that. I was just gonna turn
brilliant.
invisible and go and unlock it. But, you know, it worked too.
Alright, so what are
I
you
only
doing?
used one.
You're
Alright, so let's
misty-stepping.
get. No,
Is
I'm kidding.
everyone
I
leaving
didn't
the
mean
ship,
that.
or
Let's
what are
all
you
leave
doing?
the ship,
Yeah.
and I'll just hit the side of the ship where they are with Meteor so they can get out.
Okay,
But we have
I-
all our stuff with
I
us.
assume it's an attack roll. Meteors are?
It's a dex save.
Alright.
Dex save.
Well, the ship
14
doesn't
against
have
the
any
ship.
dexterity, so...
That's what I'm saying. I'm just gonna make some holes so they can bust their way out.
Okay.
And then we
I'm
immediately
gonna
go.
give them a head start. Yes.
You make a perception check from the outside of the ship.
19.
You can clearly see the path where the Chimera has already gotten out, left the ship, and
Okay.
gone through the grass. There's also tracks, very clear tracks of another large creature. You don't know what it is because you never saw it properly. And in the distance, you can see the flail snail trailing behind the rest of them through the grass.
Clear conscience.
As
Clear
soon as that
conscience.
thing
Let's go.
stopped having control over them, they bust themselves out.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Right on.
and left.
I
because
just-
they weren't
I
interested
just
in you, they were interested in
Do a meteor shower just to,
Just
in
for
the
funsies.
grass. Yeah, just to dispel them.
Like
Then we,
fireworks.
then we set the grass on fire before we
Little
leave.
hyenas. Ow!
Let's
All right,
not.
Hela, light it
Did you
up.
really set the grass on fire, Morwen?
No,
Is
I
that a thing you did? Good.
I would not do that. I will
Alright.
I will get a different spell next time that doesn't just get hovering around my head.
That's pretty awesome, though.
I just
Okay.
rolled a really low initiative, so
Mm-hmm.
oh well,
Why?
that's fun.
Why? Initiative? Why?
No, because I didn't get to use them. I got
I
to use
see.
once, and then
Okay.
the brain
Yeah.
was dead by the time I came back. So
Okay. So so you've gathered all the stuff together?
yep, we have all our chests. We have the little metal box.
You're holding all the
We have-
bits and pieces that you've gathered?
We have all our maps and star charts.
We're
Yeah.
gonna show up like
Yeah.
with so much crap.
This morning. Yep,
All right.
ready to go.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Bellatrix.
Cool. So you feel that tug of the teleportation and you find yourselves laden with chests and boxes and books back in the lady's throne room, and she looks at you and she goes, "My, that looks like it was an interesting adventure.
Yes.
Escapade.
The man was quite eccentric in his findings.
Well, yes, that
Mhm.
tracks with what I know. Did you manage to find my item?
Absolutely. I'd assume I'm
Shuffle through
carrying
the
the box.
boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in here somewhere.
Pull the box off of it and just go, there you go.
Cool. So she takes it and she goes, "Well, it's well protected, I see. That's useful."
Mhm.
And she just
It was hard to
places it
find
beside
because
her.
of that.
If you require it, he has a journal which discusses some of its properties.
I think I can probably work it out for myself, but thank you. I might take you up on that later if I need some light reading material. I believe a
'Cause-
library has been started in the barracks.
Yes, it's a rather entertaining read. But
Well, maybe it would be interesting then, if you wouldn't mind.
Mage handed over to her.
Cool. So she takes the journal. Well, you did very well. As usual, you will receive a boon, 500 gold each, and just a little more status in the Horde.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your efforts.
Turn, pick up all the books again.
Yeah.
Pick up all the stuff
To the library.
Right in the
disappear
chests we have.
Yeah.
All right.
Harper and Hela leading the way to the library.
Yeah.
So you all get to level up. One more level.
Yay.
Woohoo.
You get
Awesome.
500 gold to spend as you see fit. And yeah, next week we will be doing Bomber's bag of beans. Because at some point
Nice.
Bomber got a bag of beans, which is a magical item in D&D, and we decided to make a side quest out of it. So we're going to plant some beans and see what happens. Which sounds a lot less entertaining than I expect it will be. It will be, no doubt. And yeah, that's it. If you are watching us and you are not in the Gallant Horde, you can join the Gallant Horde. Go to sparabel.com/gallant, maybe just Gallant Horde. It's probably in chat. Or just go to sparabel.com and then go follow the breadcrumbs. There is a...
Yes. Sparabel.com/arena/the
Oh, geez.
dash
See, I got
gallant
it wrong.
dash horde.
There we go. Anyway, it's there. You can go and it gives you all the information of how to join our horde. You don't have to have a lot of D&D knowledge. You just need to have a little bit of D&D knowledge and a level 5 character. And we will talk you through the rest. We've had, I think, 5 new players join us in the last week, which was super
That's
cool.
awesome. Yeah.
I'm very excited about that. And yeah, you too can be part of this crazy world. Remember that if you don't want to play, that's totally cool if you just want to watch. But you should probably be a subscriber so that you can get access to all the Gallant Horde channels in our Discord, because there's a lot of stuff that goes on there, including apparently the making of a library. That's a thing that happened. So, yeah. Otherwise, thank you, lovely 6 beautiful humans, for joining me and doing this crazy thing. I hope it's been fun for you. I know we've run a little long today. I don't think we have any UK people, so it shouldn't be too much of a drama. But, yeah, as always, thank you for playing. Thank you all who are watching for watching, and we will see you next week. Stay safe, stay sane, stay awesome, and remember that we love you. Mwah!